So I'm pretty sure favorite is Protoss, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyways, we are going on to LRM versus NB. And the first game is going to be Pike versus Favorite on Icarus. There we go. Looks like we have a random Terran guy to host the map. And whew, alright, I did get the races right. So Favorite is going to be the red Protoss at the 3 o'clock. And Pike is going to be the yellow Zerg at the 6 o'clock. Cool. So, Favorite, I thought, or rather, he used to be a member of Team BST, which I think merged with some other team to become IWL. But apparently he's not playing for IWL, he's been recruited into NB, which is fine, so I guess we'll see what he can do. NB, by the way, has actually become a really scary team since last season. They've picked up a lot of good players, like Dodie and now Favorite. And who else? I remember they picked up one other really good player, at least. Yeah, but they're turning out to be really strong. And I guess that's why they are, in fact, number 2 in the rankings right now. And if they win this match against LRM, they will in fact be tied in the top spot. Or in terms of matches won, it'll just come down to the individual sets. And of course, if NB actually wins this match, that'll be LRM's first loss this season. LRM is currently undefeated 6-0. NB, I believe, is 5-1, having just lost to LRM, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, anyway, bit of a revenge match, I guess. And it's a nice moving shot by Pike. Can he take it down before it gets the pylon at the natural? Does get the probe. Nice drone control there by Pike. And, oh, looks like Tossboy telling me it was BST and Team Love combined to form IWL. So that was the other team. It's like Pike complaining about some lag. I believe Favorite is from, like, Belarus or something like that. Let me actually stats him. DE. He's definitely not from Germany. Wait a minute. BY. What is that? Yeah, there's no way he's from Germany though. Pretty sure somebody just made that account for him. I am almost 100% sure that he's not German. Anyways, so that was a little bit close with those two Zerglings. Looks like he has actually scared Favorite into pulling 4 probes here. Now there's only 1 cannon, so that might actually be a wise choice considering there's going to be 10 lings here in a second. But there's a 3rd drone going out to make a hatchery. I'm a little bit surprised that Pike made this many Zerglings. Is he getting speed? Not yet, because he doesn't have any gas. Now there's only 2 probes left. Oh, looks like a bit of a mistimed transfer there by Favorite. Oh no, he's actually pulling them all off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's going for it, but the probes are there. Is it enough? Oh my goodness, Pike, he's going for the kill! Ah, the probes, can they block it? The cannon is going down. It's gonna be close. The cannon goes down, but there's only 3 Zerglings left. He needs to rebuild the cannon ASAPly. Like, build it, build the cannon. Oh my god, he needs to build the cannon. Oh man, he really wants to build a cannon right now. Is Pike gonna make more lings? Okay, Pike's actually not gonna make more lings. Pike loves to do this obnoxious Overlord spin, by the way. The Overlord head spin. Ooh, very fancy. You see that? Pulling the red link back. Very good, very nice. So, Favorite's remaking his cannon. He's got a Zealot out. Looks like the Zergling is just gonna be annoying. Slow down the mining a little bit. They kind of have to. I mean, you know, he made 10 lings very, very early. So he does need to do a little bit here, but I think they've probably made themselves worth it already. It's like the third base just popping for Pike. And we do have the lair on the way. It's like, oops, sniping another probe. Is he gonna lose the Zergling? No, the Zergling escapes through the mineral patch. And is he gonna get one more? No, not quite. God, this is annoying. I hate Zergs who do this. This is just so obnoxious. Like, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not very nice. Looks like something like 3 probes killed. 4 probes killed. Which is pretty good. And of course, all the lost mining time when they were blocking and whatnot. So we had a cannon, 4, 5, 6. He got a few probes at the front. I don't know, like 6 probes or something. I think it was definitely worth it for the 10 lings. Anyway, we do have +1 air weapons on the way for favorite. And looks like a Spire, a 4th hatch, no second gas just yet. Looks like Pike going to play a very standard 5 hatch Hydra. Or 3 hatch Spire into 5 hatch Hydra. And look at this, also going for +1 ground weapons, so that means we're going to be seeing some Sair Zealot action, I'm pretty sure. Looks like doing some harassment with the first Zealot and Dragoon, going to take down the spotting Zerglings. He's just going to try and scare Pike into making a few extra links here at this point, when he would rather be making drones, and indeed Pike has made a couple of extra links. He's making the Sunken as well. And looks like there's the 5th hatchery. So not going to see any immediate mutas from Pike. Just going to make some turtle up a little bit with the SimCity and the Sunkens and some Hydras. Get some Scourge for anti-Corsair defense. Looks like there is the Citadel. And he has gotten the second gas. Sometimes when Protoss do this Sair Zealot build, they delay the second gas by quite a bit. Obviously Zealots don't really cost any gas. And Corsairs aren't too gas heavy. They are 100 gas apiece. Wait, is that right? Pretty sure they're 100 gas apiece. But you know, if you're only pumping out a 1-star unit, it's not a big deal. So, well, having said that, there are some mutas in production. Only 3, it looks like, which I don't know if that's like a fake to make favorite overreact and build like a ton of muta defense. But I mean, Pike does have a second gas now. This could actually be like legitimate mutalisks. Just like slightly delayed compared to if he'd taken a second gas faster. This is not really gonna work though, because favorite's going +1 Corsairs, so as long as he, you know, has okay-ish Corsair control, he should be fine. Now, the mutas are going to be a little bit annoying here. Take down some probes. And favorite being a little bit timid. There's only 3 mutas here, you should be able to see this. I don't know why he keeps running back and forth. Like, 2 cannons here, I'm not sure if that's actually necessary. And yeah, there's no actual muta follow-up. Well, no, never mind, yeah there is. That's interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure he saw the Simon X course spinning with these mutas, so he should know it's +1 Corsairs, and yet he's still gonna go continue with this this Mutalisk plus Scourge play, which is certainly possible. I mean, if you can get a good flank off with some Scourge, you can take down a lot of the Corsairs and definitely contest the air. But he's gonna have to get a nice position. Anyway, looks like we have an Archon being made, and just a very quick +2 here for favorite. So it's actually not going for the massed zealots on the ground as I predicted. I'm actually not 100% sure what he's doing. This build's a little bit funny. I mean, he's getting a super fast +2, but I mean that's really cutting into his early army count. And looks like the mutas are going to go into the main. There's only there was only 1 cannon finished. The Archon's going to come in here. Looks like it didn't. No, looks like it did get a shut off. But the muta's going to be able to micro away from that. Really, 1 Archon against, you know, a Zerg who's paying attention is not ever going to hit the mutas. Well, I guess the Zerg wasn't paying attention there. This is a little bit weird muta control there from Pike. Look at that. I mean, he wasn't stacked for the longest time. I don't know if that was on purpose because he was scared that the Corsairs might be nearby, but he was not stacking the Mutalisks properly, and the Archon got a couple of big hits off, so less than spectacular Mutalisk control from Pike. But otherwise he's still doing fine. Gonna make some more drones now and switch into Hydras. And nope, looks like he's going back in here. A little bit surprised that Favorite allowed this to happen, losing a handful more probes there. But these Corsairs should take care of business now. They do have a +1 air weapons. Is there +1 carapace? No +1 carapace on the other side for Pike. Sometimes you'll get that. I mean, at the very least, just to help out your overlords, just to counteract the +1 of the Protoss. Anyways, looks like Favorite's just gonna run around with these courses a little bit. Spike is gonna engage. Oh, he's got some Scourge coming in. Oh, nice! Sniping 2 of the Corsairs. And that's exactly what I mean. You need to get those kinds of Scourge flanks off. You can't just A-move them in. Unless they just bunch up and the Corsairs just massacre them. But that's very nice. And looks like Favorite's gonna continue producing. Only one guy on this main gas. And that's actually really hurting him right now if you look at the mineral gas ratio. 500 minerals to 100 gas. Not ideal at all. Looks like Corsairs are doing a little bit of damage. Mr. DT guy checking out bottom left, not seeing anything there. While Pike just safely takes a 4th base here at the main behind all these Sunkens. And that is actually quite a few units for Pike. Favorite though, he does have the 2 Templar here. They have enough energy for 1 Storm each. I assume he's gotten that research already. If he hasn't gotten Storm yet, this could just be like it lights out for him. If he doesn't have Storm, there's no way. Well, no, it's gonna be very difficult for him to stop a bust. Although Pike probably assumes that he does have it, so he's not gonna try anything crazy. And otherwise, whoa, sorry about that. Was hitting the wrong arrow keys. It's like Pike is gonna hunt down this last DT. Some overlords. Yuta's checking out possible hidden expansions. And a couple more cannons at the front. Favorite, he's feeling a little bit scared, and I would be too. His ground army size is really, really small. He just has to kind of play defensively now with these storms. Pike has way too much stuff for him to move out. And yet, at the same time, if he doesn't move out, the 4th base of Pike is going to kick in, and he's still on 2 bases, so he's still going to be in trouble. Either way, it's not ideal for Favorite. I mean, he's down in supply 94 against 112 of Pike. Things just not looking up for the NB Protoss here. Looks like Pike is now on... Oh no, I thought he had a 3rd evolution chamber. Pike does like to get triple evos in his games, but looks like he's just on 2 for now. And a nice spread of units here in the middle of the map. If you just look at the mini-map there, you can see all the yellow all over the place. Gonna be ready to crush the Protoss army if it tries to leave the base. Meanwhile, Favorite's Corsairs are still marauding around here. Looks like, even though he got some Scourged earlier on, he's back up to 6, which is kind of the magic number. You need to like start one-shotting Scourge and whatnot. And, oh, is there a 3rd Evo? Oh, there's a 3rd Evo. Thank you, Pupa. So there are, in fact, 3 evolution chambers. As I said, Pike loves to do that. In ZVP in the late game, he does favor the mass Hydraling plus Defiler play. Although he does have a few lurkers right now. And Favorite's moving out. He has no Dragoons in his army, though. Which makes me quite nervous, because there's a lot of lurkers on the field. These mass zealots aren't really going to do anything against lurkers. These are big clumps though. Nice storm on the Hydras. I think he got both those lurkers as well. Yes, indeed he did, but he's going to have to back up. He actually doesn't even have observers yet. The robo is done. Is he getting... No, there's no observatory on the field just yet. Looks like he's going to keep the lurkers back with some defensive storms here, but Pike is slowly creeping forward with the lurkers. It looks like some Dragoons finally coming out. Dragoon range is almost finished, but Favorite's army is just looking so tiny right now compared to the Zerg. And oh, looks like the lurkers are going to move in here. Are they going to get a good position? Whoa, mass storms on everything. Oh my god, blanket storms. Is there any more energy though? He needs some more. Oh no, he's making an Archon. He needs another storm. He's got one more storm. Another storm gets the Corsairs. No, he just pulled them out. So Favorite is kind of hanging on by a thread here. Still behind the Zerg in supply. Looks like, oh no, never mind, that's just a patrolling Zergling. Either way though, I'm a little bit surprised actually Pyke hasn't made a move towards Hive just yet. Looks like just content to stay on Hydra Lurker Link for a little while longer. And now Favorite is contained to his 2 bases, although it looks like, oh, well at least his Corsairs can still run around. And they're actually doing a decent job here. Pyke's been getting supply blocked a lot. I mean, he's okay for now, but hasn't really dealt with these too effectively just yet. Besides that one earlier Scourging. If you do that a couple more times, he'll be good to go. But, I mean, either way, he's got this nice contain off. It's going to be really hard for a Favorite to move out here. He does have a little bit of room on the other side of the wall to mount an attack. I mean, that's what's really the most annoying, is if the Zerg gets a little bit... If Pyke was a little bit closer here, where he could like range these units that are outside the wall and force Favorite to move back inside the wall, it would be even harder to break. He'd have to just like run out the narrow choke and try and break it. He'd probably kill his own gateway just to make it wider, but it would just be so annoying. Meanwhile though, these Corsairs are doing a good job though. Running around killing a lot of Overlords actually. Looks like Pyke's just gonna make some Spores and Sunkens in response. And it looks like Favorite is ready to break the Lurker contain. Pyke needs to move his units in here before all the Lurkers go down. Hydras and Lings and more Lurkers are moving in. Is he going to try and snipe the Observer? No, he's just going to go for... Well, just going to send everything in, basically. He's still got a lot more units in the back, not being used just yet, but looks like he doesn't actually need them. A lot of Dragoons remaining, but only a couple of High Templars. No energy on this guy on the bottom. And looks like, oh, nice job Scourging the Observer. Although it looks like, did he use 4 Scourge on that one Observer? Not the most cost-efficient use, but gets the job done. And it looks like, oh man, all but one of the Corsairs have died in the meantime, flying over Spores and Hydras while the main engagement was going on there. And I think that was probably Favorite's last hope, actually. To keep using the Corsairs, perhaps do some kind of DT drop with Corsairs in the main. Could have been quite effective. But as it stands, he is pretty dead. By pretty dead, I mean I'm not actually sure what he can do right now. I mean, he's got one High Templar with not enough energy. No, there's another one on the cliff, but there's not enough stuff here. He's actually got a ton of money as well. That often happens when you get contained like this because, you know, otherwise, you know, it kind of messes up your whole game plan. You want to be spending part of that money on an expansion, and then once you get the expansion going, you know, you build more gateways, etc. When you get contained on 2 bases, it's just like, oh, I guess I have to make a ton of gateways on 2 bases and hope I can break out. Anyways, Pyke is just crushing every attempt to break out here by Favorite, and it's just a matter of time before we see Le GG. He's behind like 50 supply right now. It's like some fancy Hydra moves by Pyke to run in and snipe the High Templars. Pyke double expanding now, top left, bottom left, and there's the GG from Favorite. And Pyke will give LRM the lead, the early lead, 1-0 over Team NB. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is going to be LRM's Castro versus NB's Terror. Battle of the South American players here. And it's going to be a ZVT, thank goodness. Avoiding the ZVZs so far. Although I guess LRM's still just fielding Zergs. But that's alright. By the way, I just recognized Caminate. Caminate, you're the guy who made the baller cheerful in the IC Cup attack with G5. I remember you. I remember you. Anyways, looks like we're going on electric circuit, so here we go. And in the bottom left as the orange Zerg, we do have LRM Castro. And in the bottom right as the green Terran, Mr. NB Terror. Not to be confused with Terror Foyu. So, okay. Orange, green. Nice. Now, there have actually been a few very cool TVZs on this map. The one that sticks out in my mind is actually, I think, from a week 1 match. It was, what was it, GG Amo versus Barracks? GG Amo versus Barracks? Maybe? Maybe? Something like that. I don't know. It was a pretty fun game. GG Amo did like a lurker build. It's pretty effective. But what do we have here from Terra? Is he gonna 8 racks in the middle of the map? Oh, we have a proxy 8 racks from Terra here. And Castro's 9 pooling, so that's like a terrible... That is so bad for Terra. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. Proxy 8 racks versus 9. But look at this, Terra can feel it in his bones. He's like, oh shit. Oh shit, what have I done? What have I done? Oh god. He's seriously regretting it now. He hasn't even scouted, but he knows. He's like, I just 8 racks the Peruvian Zerg. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I think he's a little bit crazy. And it looks like Castro doing the gas trick after his 9 pull, which is the only time that is cost effective. The drone, though, is actually going to take the southern route, so it's not going to see the 8 racks. But it is going to see this scouting SCV, it's going to see this depot, and it's going to see nothing else. And he should be able to work out that this is in fact a proxy racks, and he'll probably laugh heartily to himself. Yeah. Oh, no, looks like the drone's actually not going to go into the main, it's just going to block the command center here. I wonder if he thinks this might be a 14cc. Either way, I think those are possibly both equally terrible against a 9 pool, 14cc or proxy 8 racks. Maybe 14cc is slightly worse, but they're both pretty terrible, yeah. So Terra's just gonna like send the Marines back ASAPly. This guy might not even make it. Oh god, run Marine, run! Run! Flee! Flee! Flee Marine! Is there a bunker? There's a bunker going down. Oh, flee! Oh, he's gonna get in! He's got a block! Oh, Terror barely saving himself with a massive SCV pull. Look at that. He left 3 guys mining. He's also getting gas. And it looks like one Marine's just gonna run into the main base because he's a boss. Look at that. Look at that doing the fancy micro. Oh, he gets one. He got one. He's forcing 2 off the line as well. This is actually a really effective Marine. The Lings, meanwhile, are not being nearly as effective as this Marine. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's just gonna run all the way to the top. Oh, spit him to death with their spines. I keep thinking it's acid spit that the drones have, but it's actually spines. They have like the same attack as Hydralisks. Wait, no, Hydralisks have acid spines, right? So even though like the animation shows acid, they actually just like shoot little needles at you from their mouth. It's a little bit weird. So we have a factory here kind of helping to wall off. I think that's a little bit, it's like a double-edged sword. While it does help wall off, it also makes it easier for Castro to see it if he just kind of pokes in here a little bit. But I mean, the Overlord does see that there's no expansion anyway, so he knows it's not just like one rack or like a quick expansion follow-up. And also the barracks is going to has floated outwards to scout rather than floating back into the main to build more Marines. So Castro should realize that this is some kind of tech play here. But look at Terra being all cutesy, building a Marine in the main base. Now I think the Overlord will see it before that Marine actually pops out, and the Lings are actually moving back, so I don't think that's going to do anything. But Terra is being super fancy. Oh, he's going to cancel it. Man, if he had an academy, he could have built a fire bat. That would have been awesome. And look at this, 2-port Wraith follow-up. 8 racks into 2-port Wraith. I mean, the only way you could be more dirty is if you like proxied the factory and floated it into the Zerg's base. I mean, 8 racks into 2-4, man. Ugh! Ah, that is dirty. Anyways, Casper has taken all 3 bases here in his main quite safely, since this is protected, and he's getting his lair. So he's just going kind of standard 3-edge Muta stuff. He's now going to see the Vulture. He does already have the Sunken at the front, of course. So he should be fine against that, as long as... Well, Terra might try the run by. Is he going to do the run by? Oh! No, he's not going to commit to it. He's going to... he got cold feet at the end and pulled back. Anyways. Looks like we have the Wraiths on the way. So looks like we have two Wraiths first, and then probably a Control Tower and a 3rd Wraith. And the barracks is still floating around, checking things out. Where's the Spire? Ah, there it is, in the back of the Natural. Now, this is not going to be in time to defend the initial Wraiths. So, Castro is going to definitely take some damage here. Looks like he's now throwing down a Hydra Den, but going to lose a few Overlords for sure. It's not ideal. Terra should actually go and look for Overlords rather than killing drones. It's actually a lot more worthwhile. I mean, the Wraith's anti-ground attack is pretty terrible. It's like really shitty, actually. The little pew-pew lasers just don't kill things very fast. I think it's actually much better for them to be killing, to be hunting Overlords, but I guess Terra knows best. So it looks like we have some Speedlings running in here. Is that? Oh god. Oh, we have a nice block. And the Vulture's out as well. It's going to get taken out pretty quickly though, but a nice SCV block. Going to kill a lot of these Lings. Looks like 4 or 5 Lings making it into the main base. It's going to be quite annoying, but the Wraiths are being even more annoying here in the main base. Looks like 5 kills, 1 kill on that guy. Going to go after the Overlord now. But some Hydralisks are out, as well as another Vulture, so the harassment should get cleaned up now. The Hydras will chase away the Wraiths, and the Vulture will take care of those Lings. Looks like 1 kill, 6, 1. Looks like 8 kills altogether. A couple of Overlords and looks like 5 or 6 drones. And gonna continue being annoying. I mean, there's oh no, looks like Hydra speed. Does Hydras have speed? I'm actually not 100% sure. But some Scourge and Muse are out. But oh, there's the Cloak, the BM Cloak, and there's no Overlord in the main base. Overlord speed is not quite finished yet. He's gonna be able to get some more drones here. Wow, Terra doing a nice job. I thought he was in serious trouble in the early game. 8 racks against proxy 8 racks rather against a 9 pool, but it looks like the 2-4 Wraith follow-up is doing amazingly for him. Maybe he's gonna get a few more free shots off on these mutas. There's only 2 mutas. I think he just engage, right? There's 3 Wraiths against 2 mutas. Oh, okay, looks like one of them was in red health, and he's just gonna run away. But look at this, no drones at the main, 1 drone at the minnow only. Sending some more back from the Natural now. Is that an idle drone at the top? Oh, no, that's just a Zergling. Whoops. Now, the only thing is, though, that Terra still hasn't expanded. What's his follow-up? Now, there's 2 general follow-ups you can do. You can either expand and kind of lay some Spider Mines to help defend yourself against like a Hydra attack. Or you can build 3 barracks and do like a huge M&M plus Wraith attack. And just like try and kill the Zerg. Or you can expand behind that, but that's like a really slow expansion. And Terra's done neither so far. So I'm not really sure what he's thinking right now. He's just continuing to produce Wraiths, but like what's he going to do against these Hydras? Is he just going to die against the Hydras? Oh, that'd be quite sad. Oh dear, this is not good. Well, Castro's focus firing is a little bit questionable. What is he making? He's making siege mode. He's not even making a siege tank though. Like he does not have a tank. What is he? What is he gonna siege? He's gonna siege his Vulture or something? Like, come on, man, make a tank. Make a tank. Make a tank. He needs a tank. Oh man, he really needs a siege tank right now. It's like more mutas being rallied in. Ray's doing a good job microing against them, but he's not making a. Does he not realize that he's not making a siege tank? Because his siege mode's gonna finish. He's gonna be like, yes, siege mode finished in time. I survived. Oh wait, shit! I don't have a tank to siege. What? Okay, now he's making a tank. Look at this. See, siege mode finishes and his tank's like just starting, Oh god, repair it! Repair the bunker! Oh shit, I think he's dead. Well, actually it's gonna be close. No, never mind, more muses came in. So, Terror, not getting the Sea Shank out in time, is gonna lose everything at the front here, and so despite the pretty good Wraith harass, is just gonna die. GG from Terror. Castro puts LRM up 2-0 over Team NB. Alright, the next match is going to be LRM's Choosy versus NB Talent. Now, I often get confused between Talent and Teacher. They were both on Team VTV. I believe Teacher is Marine and Talent is Sizbeggar. Can anybody confirm? I believe NB Talent, if he's the same as VTV Talent, then he's Sizbeggar. But I could once again be confusing him with VTV Teacher. No, I think I got it right this time. I think I did. So, we are going into game number 3. Looks like it's going to be on match point. I believe this will be a PVZ, if I got the players correct. Let us hope that I did. And yes, it looks like I did. Okay, so Talents is going to be the brown Paradox in the bottom left, and Choosy will be the red Zerg in the top right. Now, playing Talent in game 3. I mean, Talent's decent. Sizbeggar isn't. He's like B plus ish. I'm actually not 100% sure what rank he is. I'm pretty sure he's like BB plus. Somebody could confirm. But I thought NB had some stronger players. I guess they just didn't show today. Which is a little bit unfortunate because you kind of want to have your best players when you're playing against LRM. That's just like a good idea. B minus? He's only B minus? Okay. BB minus? Alright. In that case, I'm not liking his chances against Choosy. I'm not liking his chances against Choosy. Choosy, by the way, I think he beat G5 in the Icy Cup attack like a week ago. Although that was because I was doing team melee with him and I just like completely fucked up G5's control. so that's like my fault, but he did technically beat G5 in team melee. So anyway, let's see what we can do. The only notable thing that I can remember about him is that he played, I think in like one of the week 1 or week 2 on Gladiator against some Zerg, and he forgot Psystorm. So he like moved out with a control group and a half of units and like 4 High Templars, and just like as soon as the battle started, he morphed them both into Archons, and I was like, did he forget Storm? And then like 2 seconds later, he types in the chat, he's like, lol, I didn't get Storm. So yeah, that's like the only thing I remember about him, which is not, it's not a happy memory for sure. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake in this game. That would be quite detrimental to his chances against Choosy. And we do have 1 cannon first against, what was that, overpool, 9 pool, some kind of pool. It was a pool before a hatchery, ha! And looks like the pylon of the natural has forced, oh, actually let that finish, okay. So Choosy made his 3rd at his mineral only. It's kind of unusual to let the pylon finish. especially when the Zerg just went full first anyway. I don't really know if that's worth it. Of course, people always let it finish in SC2, but in Brood War, not so good. I've actually been really curious about that, especially recently. Like, I've been thinking, like, why is letting the pylon finish good in SC2 but not Brood War? I actually want to sit down and kind of work out the timings for that, because it's really an interesting question. Like in SC2, sometimes people will even let the pylon finish and then like build a cybernetics core, because cores are only 150 minerals and it has like a lot of HP, so it just delays their natural by like an hour. It's really some funky stuff. Anyways, we have the gas, natural, nice wall. Looks a little bit wide here. The cannons kind of cover. Well, Lynx can kind of sneak around the side, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine with that wall. And of course, you know, my approval is the thing that players must gain when they make walls in this matchup. So we have the lair starting, and looks like, oh, he's actually going to make the cybernetics core as part of the wall, so that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Lynx to run around the side, as I suggested earlier. So that's quite good. Although this is easily rangeable, like from the low ground. He can use his Overlord to spot, to make like a Hydra and start attacking it. That'd be quite annoying. Actually be extremely annoying. Anyways, looks like Lings are all coming back to chase down this probe that's in the main. Like Link speed on the way. And nothing out of the ordinary just yet for either player, so let's see what happens. Looks like Stargate being constructed in view of the Overlord. But I guess the only other place to make that would have been at the natural, which is a little bit obstructing the ground army. And there is the 4th hatchery and the spire. Choosy playing pretty standard. There's the 2nd gas. No Citadel just yet. I expect to see that shortly. Oh, look at that timing, Goo. So right now we're just gonna wait for Talent to like have enough stuff to move out, or for Choosy to do something funny like I don't know, some kind of drop, but he's not going to. He's just playing very standard. There's only one Zealot that's gonna run in here, but there should be enough Lings. Yeah, looks like the Lings are just out of position, and we're gonna have some dudes transfer there. But the 2nd Zealot is out as well. That is the 2nd Zealot, right? That's not the 1st Zealot. Where'd the 1st Zealot go? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's just being annoying. So he got 1 kill. He's gonna get 1 drone kill. No, not gonna get a kill there. But the 2nd Zealot is going to be annoying here at the minute only, so Choosy, or rather Talent, doing a bit of nice harassment here at the beginning. Oh, it's actually going to get 1 drone kill. If he gets a 2nd one, that'll be quite bad for Choosy. Oh, he wants it. He wants it really bad. Does he actually know which one is damaged? So that guy's damaged. Oh, he's not going to get it. He got 1 drone kill though, so that's fine. So if we have some Hydras and Scourge coming out now. And there's +1 ground. There's like a couple of gateways. And Le Citadel. Be stopping at... Is that 2 Corsairs? Yeah, stopping at 2. Looks like he did force Choosy actually to make quite a few Lings with just those 2 Zealots. So he only got a couple of kills between them. He at least forced a lot of Lings, which of course could have been drones instead. Make a nice Zealot wall here. It's still got a little bit of a gap, but he's quite effective. And it looks like Corsair's running away from the Scourge. Oh, whoa! Choosy messing up the sandwich there. I didn't even see those guys, but those Scourge is flying right by. Scourge, of course, pretty dumb. And it looks like we have +1 carapace for Choosy, so think about going... I don't know if he's just scared of +1 Sayers, or if he's actually going to go for some mid-game Muta play. I guess we shall see. because, well, we do have a third Corsair in production, but no +1, so I don't think Talent is going heavy on the stairs. He's getting a couple more gateways. He's not getting an archives. Oh no, never mind, there's the archives. Whoops. I actually did click on that just now. Whoopsie daisies. And looks like Zelts are moving out now. +1 is about to finish. Pretty nice timing for Talent. And, oh, look, he's actually going to sneak around the south side, so the Zerglings and Scourge do not see the Zelts moving out. And oh man, this could actually be really bad for Choosy. He's got no defense here at the third base. Actually, he's got no Sunkens anyway. He's got good SimCity at both places, but he's defending with pure Hydra, which could... Well, I guess we'll see how good his Hydra Micro is. This is not that many Zealots. There's only 7 Zealots. Now, they do have +1 in speed, but... I mean, with that many Hydra, Choosy should be okay. Looks like Talent, is he just going to focus down the hatchery? Oh my goodness, he's actually just going to go for the hatchery. We do have a drone drill here. Nice drone drill against the Zealots. The Hydras are coming in. I don't think he'll be able to save it, though. It's going to be close. No, he is going to take down the hatchery. He's morphing the lair. He should just cancel that, or he's just going to lose the money. Yeah, he does cancel at the last second. Wow, that's actually really close. Look at that. Just as soon as the hatchery dies, almost all the Zealots evaporate. So... Talent's trading 7 Zealots for that base there, but I mean, Choosy had made the second hatchery here, so he's just going to do a little bit of distance mining, and hope we just move those guys aside so he could put down the hatchery and can resume mining there. So I don't know if that was really worth it for Talent, because now he's going to be kind of on the defensive, having given up all those units. Looks like Storm is barely going to be in time. Oh man, he actually really needs this to be in time before Choosy decides to try and break this. Oh my goodness, the Storm is not quite in time. He really needs a Psy Storm. 1 Templar goes down, 2 Templar are going to go down, 3 Templar down, 1 Storm only is going to get out here. Is he going to have another one? Oh my goodness. The Storm was not quite in time. Choosy attacking at the perfect moment. The 1 DT is out. Is there an Overlord nearby? There is no Overlord nearby. But Talent is in so much trouble. Oh my god. By fractions of a second there, Choosy breaks it, but the 1 DT, the hero DT, no, is not going to be a hero for much longer. And that is probably going to be lights out for Talent here. He's pumping off of looks like 4 gateways in the main. Looks like 1 more storm gets off, but in these small numbers, it's very easy for Choosy to micro against it. He even has time to type lag while microing. And looks like he's just going to rally Hydras to the front here. More Hydras come in, a couple more Overlords coming in as well, just to make sure there's no more DT heroics. And that should be that. So LRM going to go up 3-0. Now this is a best of 7. There's the GG from Talent. And yeah, LRM's going to go up 3-0. They need 1 more game to close out the series. Of course, if they get a 4-0 victory, I think they get like an extra point or something in the scoreboard. Is that how this works? Hold on. Yeah, in the points value, they'll get like an extra point if they 4-0. So let's see if NB can stave off defeat. Is this the next game? I think it's the next game. Alright, who are the next players? Hey, what's up, Indov? Okay, the next players are going to be LRM Cole versus NB's Flaff. It's going to be a ZVZ, which is fine. It's the first ZVZ we've had today. And looks like it's gonna be on Aztec. Alright, here we go. Can Flaff stave off the 4-0, or is Cole gonna close it out for his team? We shall see. Looks like Flaff is gonna be the teal Zerg in the bottom right, and Cole is gonna be the blue Zerg in the bottom left. Looks like Cole starting to go in the wrong direction, changing his mind and now going in the correct direction. Flaff, unfortunately, is going to scout in the wrong direction. Both of them scouting counterclockwise. That is the quote-unquote correct thing to do on this map, since you always want to scout towards the closer natural to you. So Flap, just because of the spawns, is going to have a slight disadvantage in the beginning of the game. Although I think the actual build orders will probably play a bigger part here. Now, Flap's ZVZ is quite good. Of course, he's famous for, well, at least in my mind, he's famous for going 2-3, barely losing to Rhett 2-3 in the TSL2 in a ZVZ best of 5. And that was, of course, after Rhett had gone to Korea and actually, you know, worked on his ZVZ. So to make it that close is quite impressive. So let's see how he can do against Cole, though, because of course Cole's ZVZ is also extremely good. Of course, he has immaculate Utimicro, and just overall, ZVZ has been pretty impressive. Now we actually have a 9 pool from Cole, so I really hope we don't have a 12 patch. Okay, no, looks like we're gonna have a 11 gas or 12 gas. I think that was it a 12 gas? Can't count my drones. No, I think that was 11 gas, and he made another drone, and then he made a pool. So it's like 11 gas, 11 pool, and then he made another drone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. So a very interesting build from Flap here. Going for gas first always intrigues me. I mean, it's we do see it from time to time, even in the foreign scene. And oh, it looks like he's also getting a creep colony, so that means he's going to make only drones with his larva. He's not going to save up for Zerglings, he's just going to use the creep colony for defense. But yeah, it's funny because I don't think I've ever seen a foreigner ZVZ where gas first was like really effective. Because I remember so many games where like I see one of the players go gas first, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, I want to see like a really, you know, it's like a really specific technical build. And then it just ends up being like this Zergling war, and then the guy who went gas first just ends up with like 800 gas in the bank and he can't use it, and I'm just like, oh man, that did not work as planned. And well, it looks like Cole's Link is just going in the wrong direction. Oh wait, is he just not... Oh my goodness, okay, I just missed something really cool. Okay, I need to explain this. Alright, so what just happened is that, you see this Overlord by Flap? This is Flap's second Overlord, but instead of sending it like straight across, well actually he did kind of send it straight across, but look, he sent it up a little bit. So it took like, if you look in the minimap, Flap's second Overlord took that path, and Cole's first Overlord took this path. So Cole's first Overlord didn't actually see Flap's second Overlord, which is why his links went in the completely wrong direction. So that was actually really, really beneficial for Flap. So even though Cole's Overlord is like went in the right direction, it actually, I wouldn't say it hurt him, but Cole tried to be a little bit too smart there. However, he's moving in here with a decent number of lings. Now, Flap has made like only drones, and he has one sunken in a good position, but Cole can definitely pick off some drones as they mine from the bottom patches, so Flap has to be careful about that. Looks like he's gotten 2 lings into the main base of Cole. And looks like we do have a Spire planted in a very secure location for Flap as well. Looks like Cole's just going to go for it though. Is he going to get the cancel off? Oh, it's going to be close! He's trying to force the cancel, it's down to 10 HP! Oh, and he does get the cancel! But he loses all of his Zerglings in exchange. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if that's worth it, but whoa, what is going on in the main base? What just happened here? Cole, while that was going on, now has 2 drones in his main base. What the check just happened? I'm sorry I missed that, but I mean, I was looking at the lings in the base of Flap, and then Cole has no drones. And suddenly... no drones. So Flap is now in an amazing position. He's got 2 hatches, he's got like twice as many drones as Cole, and his Spire's... well, his Spire's like a tiny bit behind, but that doesn't really matter. So... wow. Wait, does he not even have link speed? Flap, do you not even have link speed? He doesn't even have link speed, look at that! He just annihilated Cole's drone line with 2 slow lings. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Epic Zergling. So... Cole's gonna have to pull off a miracle to come back in this game. He's making 3 mutas, but Flap is going to be able to make mutas and lings. He's got way more larvae. And yep, there are 3 mutas of Flap. And oh, look at this. More drone kills for Flap. The muta's barely popping out. Is he going to get a second drone? Yes, he does get a second drone. And I mean, meanwhile, Cole's drones just cannot mine at all. Flap is going to flood in more Zerglings. If Cole tries to attack with these mutas, he will lose his drone line yet again. His mutas are pinned to his base, so the earlier Spire just does not make any difference whatsoever. The Lynx is coming in here once again to take down some more drones. It's looking like Flap is going to stave off the 4-0 here and give NV at least 1 win in the series. Cole is trying to hold on here, but even like perfect Muta Micro isn't going to save him, I think. He's just way too far behind. He's down to 15 supply against 27. Looks like Flap trying to intercept these mutas actually as they come in here, and yep, he's going to pull back. It's going to be safe. He can protect his drones, and he's going to try and force an engagement. It looks like he is going to start chasing down these. Oh my god, Cole stops the mutas! Huge mistake by Cole. GG from Cole. Wow, did he just give up there at the end, or was that a mistake? That is not something you want to do in ZVZ. Mutalisks, they do have like a... If you stop them, there is some momentum, so it actually takes some time to accelerate back to full speed, so you always want to have them moving, or else it's just going to like eat Scourge. Wow. Alright. Well, it's now 1-3. NB versus LRM. So give me a second, and I will get to the next game. Ewa. Ewa. Ewa? Ewa? He's not responding. I guess we'll have a Minesweeper intermission. Sorry guys. I don't have the next replay. And Ewa's not talking to me. So we just need to chill for a little bit. Unless somebody else has the replay. Anybody? Anybody? No? Want to buy replay. Whoops. Fluff, you have the next replay? Can you host it? I'm on IC Cup, man. Just like host it. Host it up. Host it up. Flaff doesn't realize I'm actually on IC Cup already. Oh, looks like Awa's returned though. Awa has returned. Ah, excellent. Excellent. Woo! Alright, Awa's returned. Thank you, Flaff. But I think I got it. I think I got it. It's okay, Mazur. Okay, I'm just gonna have Mazur host it because A was like looking for it or something. All right, go go. Go 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 go. I just like completely blew off Flap, and then Mazur goes, "Hey, do you want the rep?" Yeah! No hard feelings, Flav. You're awesome, dude. So, did Mazur host? He's like not telling me a name. Oh wait, no, wrong command. Nope, he's chilling. Oh, looks like Flap is gonna host it. Alright, sweet. Looks like they're both gonna host it. Nice. Excellent. Alright, so we are going into game number 5? Number 5. Looks like it's going to be on Gladiator. It's going to be Mazur versus somebody. I don't actually know. It's going to be Mazur versus Dragon, a PVZ. Alright. So, LRM Dragon, NB Mazur. 1. P11? P11. We'll just go with 11. Red, purple. Go. Nice. Oh, no, it didn't work. There we go. Wait, no. I messed up the score. How did I do that? Ah, there we go. Sorry about that. So, Dragon's going to be the purple Zerg. Mazur will be the red Protoss, which means I have it backwards. Nice. So, Dragon, in case you didn't know, is in fact a race picker. Much like Choosy. He plays both sides of this matchup, I believe. ZVP and PVZ. I actually don't know what he plays versus Terran. Does he play ZVT or PVT? Can you tell me? I'm actually not sure. Because this is like not enough Terrans at the top level, so I never get to see people play against Terrans. Anyway, Mazur is going to go for a Forge Fast command here, and I'm a little bit nervous for Dragon because Mazur is like a PVZ specialist. Okay, looks like Flap is saying he plays Protoss versus Terran. So that means he only plays Zerg against Protoss. And if he's anything like Choosy, that means his Zerg is not the most amazing. I mean, Choosy's still good at Zerg. I believe Dragon is decent as well. But against a PVZ specialist like Mazur, I'm quite nervous here for Dragon. Also, for some reason, it seems like whenever I cast him playing, he loses. Like, I know he's a good player, but it's just like my impression of him is that I always see him losing to really dumb things, like Zealot Rumbys and whatnot. That's a bit of a mistake by Mazur not to block that. That is a pull first anyway. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't even know if that's fair. Like, I haven't actually counted of all the casted games, like how many wins and losses he has, but it's like my general impression is that he doesn't win that much. I feel kind of bad saying it, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we have a kind of a funky wall in here. I guess I'm gonna put the gateway there. I'm not actually sure how tight that's gonna be. I know it's not gonna be tight between the buildings, and there's gonna be a little bit of a gap here, but I'm not sure how wide. Meanwhile, we do have a hidden second probe here at the bottom right. Interesting. Let's see what shenanigans that guy's gonna get up to later on. Is he gonna do like some schnitzel gates and just build 4 gateways at the bottom right? That'd be pretty funny. That one actually could be quite effective, because I know Dragon actually likes to take a pretty greedy fast fourth base. I mean, that's why he's lost to some, you know, speed lot attacks in the past. So, yeah, let's see if he does that in this game. Meanwhile, though, probe in the main base sees nothing amiss. There is the third hatchery at the bottom right. And Mr. Probe Guy, what are you gonna do? If he tries to cannon rush, it's not gonna work. There's an Overlord there. Yeah, it looks like he was actually gonna try and cannon rush. So that plan is no longer available. So he's just gonna go do something else. And the probe's getting taken down. And we have a second cannon here. Now, that looks tight on the left, but I'm not sure if it is. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks really tight. But I mean, yeah, this is like Brood War, where looks can be deceiving. And by that I mean pathing is just like stupid. It doesn't even make sense what things are tight and what isn't. Anyways, looks like we have a lair on the way. The probe from the bottom right coming here and replacing his fallen buddy. And it looks like Overlord meandering over to the natural. Not going to see anything. Summoning Score is being built in the main base. And probe guy's still running around. Looks like the first Zealot's heading down to the bottom right to harass this while the Lynx chase this probe around. It's going to be quite effective. And the second Zealot is out as well. A little bit surprised that Dragon didn't leave one leg at the front just to check that out. So he's not going to be aware of that until it hits him. And oh, look at this. Mazor actually skipping Stargate, going straight for Citadel and a second gateway. Going to put on some early Zealot pressure here. Some serious, or I guess serious mid-game, early game. Not sure what this counts as. He's going to put some... He's going to make a lot of Zealots. Let's just leave it at that. And look at this. First Zealot doing its thing, and the second Zealot goes into the main base, or the natural, I guess. But there are 4 Zerglings still there, and a bunch of Lynx at the third as well, so these Zealots aren't going to do too much damage. So that guy gets taken out, this guy's just going to run into the main and try and get a drone. Is he? No, he's not going to get a drone. Nice pull by Dragon. Second gas now being taken, and no archives yet though. So he's just going to make a lot of Zealots. If I was him, I would actually make a Dragoon to kill this Overlord, or it's just going to see everything. But perhaps it will just be too late by then. Yeah, maybe Mazor just doesn't even care. And it's like we have the 4th hatchery? 5th hatchery? 5th hatchery? Hatchery? He's teasing me. He wants it. I know he wants it. He's just not giving it to me. Alright, there we go. So yeah, the Overlord's going to come down here. It's going to see the extra gateways that are, you know, relatively quick, and it's going to see the lack of a Stargate. So Dragon's going to get a little bit of an early warning here about what's going on in the Protoss space. Yeah, see, now he sees a Citadel, he sees the gateways, and the lack of a Stargate. And speed is still a little ways off, so Mazor can't quite move out just yet. And just try and hit a timing. And oh, look at this. Mutas are actually on the way for Dragon. Mazor could be in a little bit of trouble here. Uh-oh. Speed Zealots, or +1 speed Zealots, do not do so great against Mutas. Having only 2 guys on your natural gas is also somewhat detrimental as a Protoss player. And look at this, a 2 Stargate follow-up by Mazor. Very interesting stuff here. He's going to need a cannon or 2, or 3, in his main base, though, if he wants to survive these Mutas. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Avast. That's like the free antivirus thing, isn't it? I think I have that too. Anyways, so the +1 speed lots are going to move out. Now, this is going to buy him some time. I'm pretty sure Dragon will need to pull the Mutas back to help defend this. I mean, he's got a good SimCity, but there's only 1 sunken here at the natural. And yeah, Mazor is going for the natural. The 3rd base here is much better defended, but Mazor's going for the weaker base. I don't know whether he's made a good choice there or he got lucky. And that should buy enough time for the 2 Stargate Sayers to get up and defend his minerals, or defend his base against the Mutas. Look at this, he's just not making cannons. He is super confident here. And there the Zealots go into the natural, taking down the Lings and the Sunken. Looks like 3 Zealots are going to run to the main. Their main purpose here is really to buy time for Mazor to get enough Corsairs up to deal with these Mutas. And yes, he's just going to split up the Zealots a little bit. Of course, the Muta's DPS is not particularly high, and the Zealots are pretty beefy, so it will take a little while to kill them while they're running around. And yep, looks like we are going to have... Where did he rally these? This only has 2. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought the second round should be out by now. But it looks like, oh, one cell's still in the mineral line. Not gonna get another kill. Whoa, what is he doing? That Zell bugging out like crazy. I don't know if he just like targeted something poorly or what happened there, but anyway, Dragon, as I said, likes to take this fast 4th base, so there he is. It's not like super fast this game, but he's taking it. And Missouri's setting up to take the 12 o'clock as his 3rd. Now, I'm not actually sure if those Zealots really made themselves worth it. I mean, they did definitely buy enough time for the Corsairs to get up, but there's still a decent number of Mutas and Scourge coming in here. There's only 1 cannon as well. He's got to be very careful with how he handles it. He's only just started +1 attack. He's not going to have that for a little while here. And Mazur is down to 3. No, another Corsair is coming out, so it looks like it will be enough to hold off these Mutas. And I'm pretty sure Dragon actually saw both Stargates. I'm actually not sure if he was in range of the second one. I'm pretty sure he knows about that one, though. And now the Mutas are in full retreat, they're really not going to be able to accomplish too much more in the game with all these Corsairs running around. And now, when you go for Mutas in ZBP, generally your Overlord speed is quite late, or relatively late, so this Overlord's going to be a little bit vulnerable, but making a lot of Scourge to help ward off those Corsairs. But now some Zealots and DTs are going in here. He might actually try and use the Zealots to tank and then run the DTs into the main base. Now there is 1 Overlord there, but he can easily just send the Corsairs in on a suicide mission to kill it and do massive damage in the main base. Look at this, he's trying to run the DTs into the main base, but they're just getting blocked up here at the natural. Looks like the Sunken, though, is going to go down. There's a Spore Colony there, it's blocking. The second DT isn't really able to get in here. And no, he's just going to go in. What are the Mutas doing? Dragon, what is... Oh my goodness, this is because 2 Zealots, 3 Zealots actually ran into the main, and now the DT is in the natural doing some damage, but some Lings do pop, but oh man, losing a lot of drones in the main base. Mazur just doing a great job here, but suffering on his macro a little bit there, going a little bit high on the money, and actually is not really ahead in supply either. And I mean, Dragon's got his 4th base up, so I don't know if this has really been enough damage for Mazur. He's been doing some nice, multitasking, running around with the Zealots and DTs, but not so sure if this is enough. Looks like 3 more Zealots coming in. Looks like there's actually a Zergling attack here at the 12 o'clock that I missed. Sorry about that. Probably just a couple of Zerglings sent to deny that base, which they seem to have done successfully. And the Hydras are out now, so the Corsairs are going to have to be a little bit more careful. 3 Zealots running home. And there is the 3rd base finally. I think it might be a good idea if he sent another Zealot here and they can just block the ramp with 2 Zealots to prevent any more Zergling harassment there. And indeed he is sending his Zealots over. As I suggested, great minds do think alike. So 83 supply now for Mazur against 74 for Dragon. And he's building a bunch of stuff here in his natural. Now I'm bringing a lot more drones to replenish those that were killed in the earlier attack. Actually, look at this. His drone count is extremely low in his main and his natural, even though the bottom right 2 bases look quite nice when they're saturation. Bottom left, the main and natural are not so good, and the Corsairs are still doing some damage. Gonna supply block Dragon once again here. Looks like, Flap pointing out for me that there is +1 carapace done for Dragon's air units to counteract the +1 attack of the Corsairs, but wow, that's a lot of kills on these Corsairs. 4 kills, 3 kills, 6 kills, etc. And now a Robo finally going down for Mazur, a little bit later than the Lurker tech, but Dragon's just going to be defensive with that. Oh, looks like 1 Lurker tried to run in here to the 3rd, got taken down by the Zealots and Cannons. So Mazur's base is safe now, and he's going to pull back those 3 Zealots, just leaving 1 guy behind. I think he just forgot about that. And whoa, another Lurker just suiciding itself into those Cannons. Bit of a mistake there. Some Zealots checking out the 6 and the 9. Kind of said those in the reverse order that I showed them. Interesting that he sent 2 Zealots rather than just 1. I mean, I'm not sure why you need to send 2 Zealots to each base. They're basically just scouting. Anyways. Juking and jiving. Juking and jiving. So we have some Dragoon production starting to help deal with those Lurkers. Still not a very big ground army at all for Mazur. And by not very big, I mean it's like less than a control group. He's actually got a control group of zealots out on the map. Not going to do particularly much here with the lurkers defending the bases. It looks like some more hatcheries being built at the bottom right, and we do have the hive almost finished here for Dragon. So looks like we're going to see a nice long PVZ here, even though we did get some nice action in the beginning as well. No boring waiting around here. Plenty of harassment and other goodness. These horses, man, have been extremely effective this whole game. Looks like some Scourge coming in from the back, but I think that's way too many for those Scourge to handle, especially all clumped up like this. I hope he just doesn't run into the cannons or something. Well, and by cannons I mean there's actually no cannons there. Okay, I think... Did he just kill those himself? I'm pretty sure he just killed those himself so he could get out more easily. I don't... Unless I missed a random attack there. I don't think there was. Meanwhile, Probe gonna head over here to the left side third. Gonna get denied by a Chogaling. And there is the high finish. Looks like, ooh, he's actually researching drop for his overlords. Is he getting any hive tech? He's getting a Nidus Canal, but no other hive tech that I can see. At least he should be, yeah, he's at least getting adrenal glands for his Zerglings. But no Defiler Mound or Ultra Cavern just yet. And it looks like we have a shuttle, 2 DTs, a High Templar, and a Zealot. He's gonna get spotted by the Zergling though. Really doesn't want to get spotted. I think he's gonna go for the bottom right main base. There's one Spore and one Sunken there. Please forget. Oh, he's going down now, and he will not get spotted by that Zergling. This could be extremely effective drop for Mazur. So he's getting a little bit of a blockage here at the natural. Zealot going to take care of that Zergling as well. Corsair's leading the charge into this base, and oh my god, a bunch of Scourge are coming. He needs to start dropping. Oh my god, he needs to drop. Oh man, thank goodness Scourge have such a short sight range. I don't think they even saw that that shuttle there. And looks like the Corsairs are going to take everything down. The 2 DTs are moving into the base along with the Zealot. Everything's going to have to run. I think he can at least snipe this hatchery. Now he's going to snipe the Spore Colony. There's still one High Templar here. All the drones are going to stack to this base. Storm Drop on that base could be extremely effective. Dragon's probably paying more attention to that base. Everything is stacked on this patch. The High Templar is going to drop. Everything is running away. Storm! Oh, he missed his chance. Wow, he's still going to get a decent number of kills here at the natural, but could have gotten a lot more there. And oh man, he does catch a lot of Overlords though, just popping from all of these macro hatches. Lucky break for Mazur. Wow, tough luck for Dragon, losing a ton of Overlords, and the DT's still harassing here. He's just sending Overlords to their doom. He wants to save the hatchery. Oh my goodness, Dragon kind of falling apart a little bit in this game. Some Hydras morphing, but look at all the Overlords getting massacred. 118 of 72 supply. The DTs don't get taken down. They're just going to wail away here. He should finish off the hatchery though. I think you should really just right-click the hatchery. The High Templar looks like it has been taken down, but he really needs to just right-click the hatchery. Please. Please just right-click the hatchery. Okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever. Fine, kill those units. Be that way. Be that way, Mazur. Be that way. But look at Dragon though. He's like a 109 of 80 supply. He's making more Overlords. Just still can't make units. He is so sad. And now there's a giant Protoss army waltzing down towards him. He's got a pretty sick defense here though. A lot of lurkers and lings. But his third base not quite as defended. And there's a lot of Dragoons as well. I think he can just bust it. Some good Storms and all those Dragoons. I think Mazur can actually just break this. He's at 168 supply against 120. So the drones running into the Nidus to go back and start mining at the bottom right. But now he could be in a bit of trouble. No, it looks like Mazur is going to pull back and regroup a little bit. The shuttle is still sitting here. Oh man, could you imagine if the Templar was still in it? Boom. Oh, that would be so beautiful. But nope, he's going to get taken down. So, looks like there's a bit of engagement here, a bit of a hidden base at 3 o'clock for Mazur. And he's just checking out the 6 o'clock, nothing there. Now drop should be done for Dragon, and you know the main base is kind of undefended, so if you did like some crackling drops in the main base, that could be extremely annoying for Mazur. And it's quite easy too. I mean, Mazur's back is kind of, the back of the main is kind of facing Dragon's natural. but I suppose he's too preoccupied with everything else that's going on in this game. So we're taking another base here at the top right natural. Should have actually targeted down the probe with those lings, but looks like kind of A-moved them and didn't bother with it. No, he is sending some more lings over though, but the main Protoss army is coming over to intercept. Is it going to be enough? No, should really just get the probe. That's, I mean, he's going to get a couple of goons, sure, but getting the probe would actually be a lot more annoying in my opinion. Although either way, it's kind of not looking so good for the Zerg. Look, this Mazor is now max 200 of 200 against this 118 supply for Dragon. Now, he does have a Defiler mount, he is getting an Ultralisk Cavern. If he can do some miraculous Defiler play, perhaps he can survive this. Just kind of, you know, holding out with Storms, and we could snipe a few reinforcing units here with these Lings. In these small numbers, Cracklings are just so effective against the Protoss. Looks like slight upgrade advantage though from Mazor 3-1 against the 2-1 Lings. But, decent-ish Storms, and Mazor will clean up the Zergling force here. So, yeah, not looking so good. Looks like, meanwhile, he has started to reproduce some Corsairs. Mazor does like to go for the mass Corsair DT style in the late game, PvZ. Although I think in general that's just extremely effective, so yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Anyway, looks like he's going to go try and break us now at the bottom right. Now, he should be leading with the Dragoons, letting the Zealots stay behind, using Storms, take out all the mass units. Yeah, very nice Storms here on the front. Is he? Oh, not going to kill his Lurker Eggs. One more hit, we'll take those down though. Look at that, Vanishing Lurker trick. LRM Dragon is not only a Gosu StarCraft player, but he is in fact a magician. By the way, that storm on the Nidus Tunnel, even though nothing that was there, that was like a preemptive storm, just in case a bunch of units started popping out. The storm would be taking them down. But see, as I said, it's difficult to break a Lurker defense when there's Defilers and Dark Swarm out. Your Dragoons, which are, you know, usually your heavy hitters against the Lurkers, they just don't do anything when there's Dark Swarm down. So Dragon is going to be able to hold on a little while longer, and just as I suggested earlier, there is in fact a mass Crackling drop in the back of the main. Now there are some Corsairs there to take down these Overlords, but, well, no, looks like some reinforcing units aren't going to be able to clean it up. The DT especially is going to be able to, or rather the 2DT is just going to wail away on all these Zerglings. So a nice attempt by Mazor, but not really killing too much here. And looks like now we do have another main engagement in the middle of the map. A lot of Lurkers though. Look at this. Mazor, it looks like, or rather, Dragon pulled all of the Lurkers from his natural to come over and help defend his third. I think that might have been a little bit of an overreaction, but either way, I mean, Mazor's up on bases. He's got, what, 5 bases to the Zerg's 4. You know, he's basically maxed. He's got plenty of money in the bank. Dragon is at just 103 supply. He's broke on minerals. He's got all this excess gas that he can't spend. As Flaff pointed out just now, there are very few drones at the 4th base there. Just overall a pretty terrible position for Dragon. But he is going to stay in it for now, I guess. It's like some things over here not gonna do too well. I mean, he's bringing a Defiler, but you know, there's Zealots and DTs on the ramp and High Templars behind. That is not going to be a fun day for those Lings. Did that Ling really just patrol here and not attack? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, get that guy some glasses. Anyway, so there's the Swarms, and it doesn't matter. So Mazor is just like trying to figure out how to end this game. Dragon's been turtling up pretty hardcore, but actually now that he pulled all the Lurkers from this base, I think Mazor can actually just A-move it. I don't think he realizes this though, yeah. He doesn't realize it. His observers didn't get close enough to see that there's no Lurkers there. And there are some Ultras as well, and oh, never mind. I guess there's Lurkers there now. Huh. Well, go figure. Anyway. It's like a fleet beacon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fleet beacon. I have a feeling that this is in fact for D-Web. Due to all these Corsairs, not for some kind of crazier carrier switch. But getting D-Web, since he is in fact going for the mass Sair DT late game, could be extremely effective. I think it is going to be extremely effective against all these static defenses of the Zerg player. You could just break it with some mass D-Webs on the Sunken Spore Lurker defense. That would be quite cool to watch. And Mazor just going to take yet another base here at the top right. He's swimming in money right now. So it really doesn't matter. It looks like he's just going to deny the 6 o'clock. Once again, just playing very safely, making sure he doesn't throw the game away in a silly fashion. Dragon trying to take the inside mineral only here, but as soon as Mazur sees it, he'll be able to deny it. There are a decent number of lurkers here. There's defilers. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I guess we'll see. Anyway, Dragon is moving out with his units. Mazur kind of posturing a bit in the middle of the map. Bit of a lull in the action. Oh! Taking down all but 3 of the Corsairs. Now, crucially, those are actually the high energy Corsairs as well, so if Mazur does go for D-Web, which it looks like he is, he's just lost a bunch of even his high energy Corsairs. And yeah, looks like Dragon's little attack there did not go so well. Looks like some Ultra Link here. Ultra Link, of course, is pretty good. They are 5-2 Ultras, but against 3-2-1 Protoss and just so many units overall. And there is the first D-Web slung on the Ultralisk, in fact. So the Ultralisk cannot attack. A storm behind it. And, well, that is going to be that for the Zerg's mineral only. Although it looks like the Lings and Hydras are going to be able to come in and clean up the rest of the Protoss army. So a small victory for Dragon here, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to matter too much. This Dark Archon has 15 kills. I'm pretty sure those are for the DTs. By the way, that Dark Archon was just chilling here earlier. I think it was waiting for another drop from Dragon, and he would Maelstrom it, like in range of the cannons, and all the Overlords would die. That'd be quite cool. But didn't really pan out, although... No, that's not a drop. They're just running from Corsair. So this Dark Archon is just chilling. He's running around. He's just gonna attack. Oh, no, he's going back. Meanwhile, Dragon is taking the 6 o'clock base and is sending some units over here to this 3 o'clock. He keeps attacking this base. It's just not a good idea. There's 2 DTs and 2 High Templars there still. And oh, a nice storm there. Doing a lot of damage, taking down some Zerglings. Although that's actually a decent number of units. Where's the Dark Swarm? There's the Dark Swarm. And storm the ramp. Storm the ramp. He's got one more storm. Storm. Oh, there's a storm on the ramp. He needs to make an Archon now. No. Where's he going? He's got like 10 energy each High Templar just to make an Archon. Well, I guess not. He's instead just going to send the rest of his army, which is surprisingly small considering he's maxed. He's got some more Archons back at home. He's got some random units here at the top right. But these Ultras are going to do some nice damage here at this base, although the Overlord's not close enough, so the DTs are actually just taking them down pretty easily. DT is so effective against Ultras, just completely bypassing their high armor value. And yeah, that counterattack does nothing, looks like. Nope, it's not a drone. Uh-oh, some Ultras getting stuck. Are they stuck? No, I don't think they're stuck. The other unit's just not moving. Looks like 6 o'clock has finished. And that is many Archons. This is actually really what you want to do in the late game. PvZ, just like mass Archon. Because not only are Archons like really good, but they cost mostly gas, which is an infinite resource. So if you somehow get to the point where you're like lined out on the map, just making a mass Archon is really nice. Nice Plague attempt there, but unfortunately didn't quite get the Corsairs as they were all stacked. That could have been really, really good. And so I'm going to grab a few more free Overlord kills there. And actually, Supply Block Dragon once again. While Observer's checking out this 6 o'clock. Sees nothing there. We are going to have a couple of Sunkets being made. Excuse me. So, a very scary Protoss ball running around, I think would only be made scarier with the addition of a couple of Reavers. Otherwise, not too much Zerg can do against that, and continue to hold on to this 3 o'clock. I'm not sure about letting Mazur have this base though, or sorry, letting Dragon have this base. Yeah, it looks like Mazur is moving down there now. I mean, his whole plan so far seems to be kind of to starve Dragon out, but I mean, Dragon's now getting up this mineral only. He's mining from the 6 o'clock. Mazur, I think, should be a little bit more active. Playing safely is fine, but you know, you don't want to let your opponent back into the game just because you were too passive. So yeah, looks like Force is doing some more damage here. Oh my goodness. Dragon's not paying attention. He's just running all his units to the death. The Lurkers didn't even borrow a missed Maelstrom there on the Lurkers. Well, it gets one Lurker and one drone. 4 Lurkers in the back, but it doesn't even matter. It's getting completely steamrolled by the Protoss army. Look at that, barely a scratch. 195 supply still against this 101. And there are the D-Webs going to go take down the 6 o'clock base, put the Zerg back to his original 4 bases, 3 of which are mined out. Soon Dragon will only be mining from this bottom right main base. And Mazur will be mining from wherever he wants, because he's going to have a max army running around the map. So Dragon losing the 6 o'clock, he's down to, what is that, 86 supply against the still max Protoss, and GG from Dragon, realizing he cannot win the game. And Mazur is going to make it 2-3, still in favor of LRM, but NB's making a comeback. The momentum has shifted now. LRM taking the first 3 games, but now it is NB's turn. And I am very excited to see who is going to be playing in the next game. Who is it going to be? Wow. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier about this game 6 for a multitude of reasons. As you can probably guess from the chat, the NB representative in game number 6 is going to be none other than NB's Dodie. And the player coming out for Team LRM is going to be the heroic, legendary LRM game. Oops. So it's going to be a PvT unless game decides to go random. Which I don't think he will, since this is a pretty important match. But he's going to be playing against the PvT master, Dodie. I believe I actually mentioned him earlier when I was talking about NB's new recruits. So, you know, I mean, I like game. I'm his friend. We work together on a lot of tournaments, but I would not bet on him to win this game, which means if Dodie wins, it will be tied 3-3, and we will be going to an ace match, which will be extremely exciting. So, you know, I would actually very much like to see that. And, well, I guess without further ado, let's just go into the game and see what happens. Alright, it looks like the map is going to be La Mancha. And here we go. Game number 6. If game can win this game... God, that is an annoying name. If game can win, then LRM will take the series 4-2. If Dodie wins, we're gonna go to an ace match. So in the top right corner, as the green Terran, we do have LRM game. And in the bottom left is the teal Protoss. Once again, having some similar colors here. And we're gonna have NB Dodie. At least they're not like yellow and orange on an orange tile set. That's like even worse. Latency wars. Okay, looks like both players are gonna just like be giving me tips here. Oh, that's what Dodie was talking about. That was supposed to be for game. Oh. Oh, now I see. Meanwhile, Dodie sent out a very early probe here. Is he just hoping to get lucky and get a gas deal? I think that's what he's hoping for. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for him. Oh man. Dodie, a bit of a typo there. Wow. Alright, that's alright. He explained himself. So, yeah, this early probe scout, well, actually, if he gets over here, will he still get the gas deal? He might. He might actually still get the gas deal. If that's in fact what he's going for. I believe that's what he's going for. And it's going to be close. If Game sees the probe, I think he'll just immediately take the gas, though. He'll just like cancel an SCV and take the gas. He might not even have to cancel an SCV. Yeah, he's gonna get the gas. Okay. So that's not that didn't really pan out for Doty. He can still do some more probe shenanigans, but yeah, that was a pretty early probe scout, so it definitely hurts his hurting his economy a little bit right now. And well, the follow-up is pretty standard. Now let's see if he makes a Zealot first, because Doty, besides being known for amazing PvT, he's also known for having pretty good Zealot micro. But against a Terran wall, yeah, he's not going to make a Zealot. I mean, it wouldn't do anything. I'm pretty sure this is Zealot tight. So it's just interesting because Game makes some pretty terrible walls very often. So to see him making what seems to be a good wall here on La Mancha, especially in kind of like it's not even an easy wall to make. If you look at it, it's like not the most obvious wall. So that's a little bit surprising. But good job, Game. You figured out how to wall. Excellent. I think he's listening to this cast. I hope he is. Anyways, we have the first factory out. Probe's just going to run around a little bit. Try to stay alive as long as possible. Looks like we have the first Dragoon in production. And range is going to start immediately at 150 minerals. Very, very nice. So a cross-map PvT on La Mancha could see a nice, another nice long game. So far this series has actually been quite good. It's actually been a very good series. Kind of makes up for the earlier disappointment with with what was it, Reps versus Pain. Hopefully we get to see an even more epic ace match. Anyway, actually let me think about this. Who would each team send? I mean, I'm pretty sure LRM would send Cole, right? Well, I don't know, he might send Pike. I know they used Pike in the ace match in the finals last season. I'd say probably Pike or Cole would come out for LRM. And for NB, I mean, Mazur is the PBZ sniper, he could be good. Or, I don't know, it'd be interesting. I'd be curious about the player picks. So, looks like Game has shifted his barracks so he can just get his units out easy peasy. And is in fact going for a 2-fact against Doty, busting out the cheese. It looks like we have a bit of a pause here as well. Meanwhile, Doty has gone for the 1-gate expand. He's going to have some nice goon micro to hold off the 2-fact. Now, the map is going to work to his favor a little bit here. There is no direct path between the bases. As I often mention, La Mancha is one of the few maps where the middle is actually, the whole middle is impassable. You either go along the north side or the south side, and that means he's going to have to pass across 2 ridges, which Doty can just kind of fall back to a ridge, micro a little bit, pick off some units, fall back to the next ridge, pick off some units, kind of like microing back all the way. So that is going to help Doty out in defending this 2-fact, and he's going to need it, having gone for just the 1-gate expand. And the question is, though, how quick is he going to see? It looks like one Dragoon was even devoted to taking out the SCV. The Marine's poking out a little bit. I think Game should be careful about showing these 2 siege tanks, though. Might be a bit of a giveaway. Could it still be a strong FD? No, I think the second tank is a little bit too fast for that, actually. And this third tank is definitely going to give it away. Meanwhile, we have 2 gateways, the robo being made in the main base, and I think Doty does know now that this is in fact a 2-fact. And, oh, see, as I said, taking advantage of his high ground a little bit here. So Game's got to be careful. He can actually just go around the south side, though. He doesn't have to actually engage here. There are 4 Dragoons out, and Doty is going to take off 1 more Marine. Can he take down the Vulture? Yep, looks like he focuses down the Vulture. Very, very nice. He's going to ignore the Spider Mine. He's going to retreat a little bit further. And he's holding up this 2-fact nicely. I mean, you know, Game really needs to kind of press the issue a little bit. If he gives Doty too much time, the expansion will get up and running. Doty will have additional gateways, he'll be pumping more Dragoons, but it looks like though some Vultures are going to start moving forward here, laying mines in the natural while the Dragoons engage the siege tanks, but it looks like Game actually losing 2 of the siege tanks here in the middle of the map. Only 1 tank makes it to the Protoss natural, but the Spider Mines though are doing a lot of damage. And Doty's leaving the 3 goons here. I wonder if you might be better off just doing some kind of counterattack with them or something. I mean, he's gonna have to wait for observers to clear these mines, although thankfully for him... Oh no, looks like we have 1 Vulture in the main base. 6 kills on this Vulture. What's going on here? 7 kills. 1 Dragoon's frantically trying to scramble back and take it down. 8 kills before that Vulture goes down. 2 random SCVs here, trying to repair Vultures that are already at full health. So Doty taking a bit of damage there, but is now going for the counterattack, and there's nothing in the way. A couple more siege tanks being made, but there's no Spider Mines or anything. The Dragoon's just going to waltz right into the base, and oh wow, look at this. Plenty of Dragoons left to defend. He just needs to wait for this observer, and he can clear out this minefield. Easy peasy. Looks like a mass SCV block, and Doty's going to pull the Dragoons back again, but nice defense of the 2-fact, and now Game is in a lot of trouble here. Now that this hasn't worked, looks like, oh, Doty's actually going in, he's going to try and snipe 1 siege tank. Is it going to work? No! Nice SCV block by LRM Game. Very, very nice. But it looks like, uh-oh, this Nexus is in the red health. This is very close. He's focusing down the Nexus, 100 health on the Nexus. Oh, nice mind drag though, blowing everything up. And saving the Nexus with 106 HP. Very, very close there. If he'd lost the Nexus, actually, the game would have been quite close. Well, I mean, Doty would probably still have the advantage, although he did lose a lot of probes, though. So actually, if Game had actually gotten that Nexus, just a couple more seconds and he would have gotten it, the game would have been surprisingly close. But as it stands, Game is in a pretty rough spot. Just now thinking about taking his expansion, going to build some turrets there first. Of course, there is the shuttle out. He's got 3 Zealots. Is he going to just, like, follow up with a Bulldog? That would be quite interesting. Looks like the observer's actually coming back to help clear these mines outside the base. There's only 1 though. So looks like we have siege mode just now being researched. He's quite a few. Well, he's got 4 siege tanks. He can take his expansion soon. Although he's not actually. Is he not saving up minerals? No, looks like he's got supply blocks, making a couple more depots, and some Vultures running around the side, SCV as well, and looks like here we go, the Dragoon's moving out. Now, there is the shuttle with 4 Zealots. Doty could certainly go for the bust here. There's a couple of turrets here. Oh man, if the Vultures just go out and die... no, they're actually going to go completely around. They're not even going to, like, die and see the Dragoons coming, although the mine will see it coming. And looks like, oh, Game doing some fancy micro in the natural. Ooh, blowing up 1 Dragoon there. And a couple more Vultures going in, but, I mean, you know, even if he does some nice economic damage here, these Vultures are not going to be at home to help defend. Gotta be careful with these mines around. Yeah, Doty's just going to pull the Dragoon, or sorry, the probes back and go for the bust here. Looks like he's got to wait for the shuttle a little bit. Wow, the mine's doing some very nice damage. But can Game defend himself? He's got 5 siege tanks and that's it. The shuttle's going in. No, he's going to back up a little bit. Is Doty not going to commit? Looks like Doty's just not going to commit here. Which is okay. No, he's just going to find a different angle. And here we go. Dragoon's moving in. The shuttle's moving in. He didn't get them on the high ground, but it looks like it might not even matter. Doty can just charge up the ramp here. Game needs SCVs to block. Game sending in a ton of SCVs. Will the Zealots be able to close with the siege tank? Looks like the SCV building command center gets picked off, but a lot of SCVs. Look at that SCV train coming down. It looks like the Bulldog is not going to be able to kill Game outright. It will force a cancel on the command center at least, though. But I don't know if that was worth it. Looks like, although Doty's probe count is actually quite good. No, it looks like, wait. Doty's just like sending all his probes to his natural. Look, he's got a ton of probes there and not that many probes in his main base. But either way, I mean, Game's natural has been denied. And he's just playing super defensive. Looks like getting a starport control tower, getting a 3rd factory. Despite the fact that he's not going to have the natural to mine from, just perhaps going to try and do some nice Vulture drops to pull himself back into the game. I mean, he has to do something at this point. and this Nexus is just like so scarily close to death. It's so funny because you can't use shield batteries on buildings. For the longest time I thought you could use shield batteries on buildings, but you actually can't, which is a little bit sad, because then you can just like build 5 shield. Could you imagine just like building 5 shield batteries around your Nexus and recharging it to full? That'd be so cool. And by cool I mean dumb, because that 5 shield batteries actually costs more than another Nexus. But you know, whatevs. Whatevs. Anyways, looks like a dropship is on the way. There's no vultures to fill it though. Oh no, never mind, there are some. Of course, vultures do in fact have a build time of 0. So you can just, you know, make them easy peasy whenever you want. Looks like one SCV is going to escape from the pursuing Dragoons. And the dropship is going to go down to the bottom right. Looks like a random SCV is over here. Now let's see what defenses there are in the main base of Le Protoss. Oh man, that'd be really cool. Actually, I wonder if he should have brought a siege tank and 2 vultures, because he could have dropped the siege tank here to finish off the Nexus and then like had the vultures go in the main or something. I mean, I guess 4 vultures can still finish this off though. And oh, look at this, 1 probe actually seeing the dropship very crucially. Now, is he going to go after probes or the Nexus? Nothing, he's not going to drop. Oh no, there we go. So I think he'll be better off going after the probes. Yes, indeed. Well, I don't know. This Nexus is still so close. I'm pretty sure he can just kill it. If he just right-clicks the Nexus... No, never mind. There's Dragoons there now. He's going to go into the main. But seriously, if he just had a siege tank, I think he could have killed the Nexus. I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, though, we actually just have a bust at the front. I'm sorry I keep missing this stuff. It's not my fault. I swear to God, it's not my fault. And it looks like it's not going to be quite enough, though. Once again, game barely going to hold off. Didn't actually need to even pull the SCVs this time. Just kind of... Well, no, he's kind of using them at the natural, but barely holding on. Meanwhile, the Vulture in the main base, though, still doing harassment. A lot of action in this game. And, well, I mean, Terran is pretty hard to kill, as we can see. And this Vulture, man, is still being annoying. It only has 2 kills still, though. Okay, finally getting its 3rd kill. But at least force all the probes to run over to the natural. And, I mean, he's denied Doty's 3rd base. You know, game is not doing too bad. If Doty suicides units in here once more, game might actually pull ahead. I mean, the supplies are quite close right now. 73 for Doty against 69 of game, and game does have his natural expansion up, so game is actually in a decent position. I mean, he's not winning, but... You know, he's not nearly as bad as where he was after the failed 2-fact. Is that another drop? No, it's just some more vultures running around. And look at this. They're just charging him with more dudes. Oh god. Oh! Alright, looks like that one hit didn't kill anything. And those are friendly Dragoons. They will not shoot the vultures. No, there we go. Look at this though, emergency wall by Doty to block a Vulture run by. Very, very smart. I don't know, could he not just build a gateway here though? Like, did he need this pylon? That's interesting. Huh. Oh well, should probably cancel that though. Yeah, there we go. Otherwise he just have to kill it later to get his units out. So, looks like one more Vulture running around, just being annoying. And looks like game is actually going to kind of slow push out and try and take his 3rd here at the 3 o'clock. He's going to make command center in his main, or he's just going to make it right there. He's still on 4 factories. Looks like Doty going to move in a little bit. But look at all those siege tanks though. There's nothing he can do with just these Dragoons. He's got to be really careful as well not to get in range of those, or his Dragoons will just melt. Completely melt. So he does have a dropship with 4 Zealots. Probe over here looks like getting denied by this Spider Mine. There's a Vulture here as well. I hear things dying. Uh-oh. Did he get a lot of kills? Looks like no, a lot of probes did actually run to the natural. Once again, I apologize for my even crappier than normal obs in this game. I'm actually really starting to feel the jet lag right now. It's actually pretty bad. So, anyway, enough of my QQing. Looks like the mine actually doesn't quite block the Nexus. So Doty is able to make his third here at the left side. Although I thought there was another mine here though. Did that like disappear somehow? Anyways. Looks like one random Zill went in probably just to bomb something. And he's pulling back. Game slowly creeping out towards this 3 o'clock. And Game just keeps sending out these random like individual vultures. Probably just to like snipe this this probe that's making a third. And we do a big pylon wall. I think you need one more. It's not, I don't think it'll be tight with just 2. I'm not sure on which side though. I don't know if you need it here or here. It looks like neither side is tight actually, but I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure that you can do it with just 3, but I don't actually know exactly how. Anyways, looks like we have a probe transfer over to Doty's new third. He's at 136 supply against the 100 supply of Game, so Doty has now pulled ahead in the supply once again. Game getting mined out at his main base, really needs to be able to secure this third base ASAPly. He has the command center just now finished, but doesn't have the forces out to defend it. And looks like we have, oh man, a nice vulture harassed here though at the 3 o'clock base. Getting, although it looks like just 3 kills though, 4 kills between the vultures, so not the highest kill count, but oh man, a lot more vultures coming in. Gonna get some free zealot kills as well as probes. And Doty's response is just to go for it at the front. I'm not sure if this is the best response. There's a lot of siege tanks at the back. Doty could be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh man, he's losing his third base and this counterattack is not gonna cut it. And the supplies are actually almost dead even right now. 98 supply for Doty against 97 of Game. Is he going to be able to take down this Nexus with just vultures? That would be terrible for Doty. Doty might have thrown away this game after that beautiful 2-fact defense. Is he going to lose the Nexus? There's no observer here. He's going to lose. Oh my god. Not only will he lose the Nexus, he's going to lose some units for free as well. Storm it. Do something. Nexus is going to get taken down. And suddenly, Doty's back down to his 2 bases, which are getting quite thin on minerals, although Game's main is already mined out, but he does now have his third base, which is secured with siege tanks. Doty's brought back all his forces, but, I mean, what are they going to do? The Nexus is already dead. Vulture's just kind of hiding in the corner now, and I am so surprised. I mean, I said at the beginning of the game, Doty's PvT is like his best matchup. He's pretty good at it, and yet here's Game showing us what he can do. So we have 5 factories. This SCV, by the way, has been here like the entire game. I think he's actually trapped here now too. Before this depot wasn't there, but now that it's there, I think he's trapped. Anyway, it looks like the pylon wall is actually complete this time. I think it's the vulture run by last time happened because he didn't actually make a proper wall here. Oh, looks like it doesn't even matter though. Vulture's going to take that anyway. Interestingly, neither player has any upgrades just yet. Doty is still on just 5 gateways though. And looks like going to send some units over to clear this out. I hope he doesn't charge these goons into the spider mine. That was a little bit lucky. So, looks like he's going to clear out the vultures. Game should target the probe. Nope, not going to get it. So Doty is going to take his 4th base here at the 6 o'clock. Looks like Dragoon was there to deny the 12, but that has been taken out. So Game going to likewise expand to his own 4th, it seems, in short order. Oh, looks like the pylon actually survived. And Doty's just kind of wandering around. He's got no observer though. I'm like really concerned. He's been running around a lot with no observers in his army and just losing units to stray spider mines. That is not the ideal way to PvT. So 143 supply for Doty, 131 for Game. It's like Doty going to come over here to the 12 to deny this, and it's going to be pretty effective. I mean, Game has no units there. Game actually though is going up to 6 factories, so he's actually going to have more factories than there are gateways in a second, which is not ideal for Doty. Not to mention the fact that like Doty continues to just run around with no observers. I don't really understand this. Like, why does he not make an observer? Does he not have a robo? No, he does. He's making a second Stargate. Come on, man. Just make an observer, dude. Your life will be better for it. Oh, looks like a random vulture guy ran around the side. It's gonna get cleaned up here. And what do we have? Looks like car boosters. Harbor Tribunal's done. He's not actually researching anything though. Well, I guess he doesn't have enough gas. And he's just held position his goons in a line, or perhaps stopped them. What is going on with this army? Like, what? Guys? Okay. That's weird. It's also going to let 2 vultures through to go and attack the 3rd base once again. Oh man, it sucks to be a probe working at this base. This base is like one of those hazardous coal mines that has like really high fatality rates. So you get like really good hazard pay if you work there, but you have like a 32% chance of dying. Ugh, do not want to be a probe here, man. Anyways, so looks like we have the 12 o'clock being made. And some goons. Ah, finally an observer. Is there one with the main army? Still no observer with the main army. Instead he's just deciding to protect these 2 dragoons with this observer and let the rest of his army run into spider mines. Now game is pushing along the south side. I don't think Doty's only just now aware of this. And this is actually a very fast push to take down his 4th base. Looks like Doty just immediately evacuating the probes and just going to go for the counterattack at the 12. But I mean, that's not even finished yet. Game can just cancel that easy peasy. Yep, there's the cancel. So game is probably okay with that. And definitely would be happy if he can kill this base as well. Although Doty has quite a supply lead now, 173 against this 145, about a 30 supply difference between the players. But game is going to take down this 4th base of Doty. Doty's army not in position at all, going to run all the way back to try and defend it. But it's going to be very difficult. Look, he has to attack across this narrow bridge. Now there's only 2 siege tanks in range of the bridge exit though, which is definitely beneficial to him. It looks like game has just right-clicked the Nexus. Can he get it? It's going to be really close. Storm on the Goliaths, 180 supply. Game, is he going to get it? 59 supply, HP rather, 36 HP, saves the Nexus, 36 HP. This has been the game of Red Health Nexi. Oh my god. Game can just like run in there with a Vulture and kill it. Wow. That Nexus-oo. And now Doty's going to clean up the rest of the push here quite happily. Some random trailing dragoons going to stop the vultures from running in. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, Doty. What a luck box here. Oh man, look at this Nexus. Look at that red Nexus. Look at that red Nexus. And that was a dead Nexus too. So at least game succeeded on one of those. Anyways, it's like Arbiters are actually rallied here to the Nexus. Not sure if he's just hiding those or what's going on there, but he's going to need them pretty soon because game's pushing to 9 o'clock. He's got a pretty nice position here. Yeah, look at this. He's guarding the top ridge. And, oh, looks like we had a recall on the main, though. Doty's response is just to recall the main. Game going to go take down Doty's 3rd. Doty going to take down Game's main base. There's a lot of High Templar. Storm on the clumped siege tank, storming everything. Oh, he needs one more on the bottom tanks. He can get all 3 tanks with a storm there. No, Doty, storm it! Storm it, Doty. You can get 3 siege tanks. Alright, looks like he's going to kill some factories. Looks like the 3rd base has been evacuated here. And the rest of the tanks are going to unsiege and go for the attack. What a crazy game. Game is going to be able to clean up his base. Looks like he's just going to lose 1 factory. And, oh, huge storm though. Wow. Nice. 4 more energy. You can do that again too. Oh, can you do another one? One more storm. One more storm. He wants it. He can do one more. Oh. And, wait a minute. Is he? Looks like the siege tank is just like cock blocking all of these units. Look at that. They're like trying to go there and kill it. It's not working. And now the 12 o'clock base is going up. A few random tanks here. I don't even know why there was stasis. He could have just attacked them. But, well, the double forges of Doty are going to go down as well as that base. He's going to be stuck at 1-1 for a little while. Whereas, game will... Well, he's just going to be at 1-0, so not a big deal. But, oh, it looks like we're going to have a recall! Into the mines, though! Into the mines! A lot of zealots still remaining. Only 2 siege tanks here. And how much damage isn't going to do? Where are the rest of the game's units? Looks like, oh, the rest of Doty's units are coming in. Oh, he's got to be so careful. He's running next to spider mines. And looks like Game is actually going to clean it up relatively easily, but the rest of the army is going to come in from the back. Although kind of in a line, though. That's not the way you want to move in as Protoss, but there's no siege tanks here, though. Well, it's one siege tank. It's not sieged. And the Zealots will close with it. That spider mine could be huge. Oh! Looks like those SCVs are going to run away here. Can we storm it? Storm it? Storm it? Oh, looks like he does get a lot of the SCVs. Very, very nice. That's like 6 kills on that guy. And he's going to deny mining here once again. Now, Game does still have the 12, though. And, oh, what is this? Some Vultures here at the 3 o'clock base as well. 7 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill. Going to take down all the probes. Should finish off the Forge or something. It's on power, though. It doesn't really matter. Man, both players. Oh, looks like 3 o'clock not even getting lifted. Both players doing a ton of damage. That was an attack at the 6 o'clock. There's so much action in this game. What an epic PvT. Game should just right-click the Nexus, man. There's no health on the Nexus. Just click the Nexus. Game, click the Nexus. Click the Nexus. Oh, was that out of range, out of vision? I think that was at least out of vision. Oh my god, he just needed like 2 shots from a siege tank to kill the Nexus. That would have been huge. Look how many probes are mining here. Oh god, Game, that was like a Sky High-esque move right there, just not killing the Nexus. Look, he right-clicked the Nexus with the Vultures and not the siege tank. What the hell, man? What the hell? Oh my god, just kill the Forge. Oh god. Oh, poor Game. Now we have 2 Arbiters going in. One of them does a recall, the other one needs just like 10 more energy. And okay, looks like we do have 7 gateways. I was gonna say if Doty's been on 5 gateways this whole game, that would just be crazy. Wait a minute, are these all real? Every time I see like pairs of arbiters now, I freak out if they're hallucinations, just because of that Shy game where he did the fast hallucinated arbiters. But it looks like we're gonna have recall on the main. Recall! There's spider mines though. Are they fake? Are those fake? What's going on here? Wait, what? Is this real life? How can I tell if they're hallucinations? And where'd the other guys go? What in the hell is going on? These are like troll arbiters. What is going on right now? They must be... No, they're real! Oh, it's a double recall on the main. He was just like waiting for a good position. Doty! Wow, alright. I could not tell. No, they had enough energy. Did they not have enough energy? I could have sworn they had enough energy when they went in. Maybe I was thinking about the other 2 arbiters. Lol. But it is going to get cleaned up once again. There are 2 storms on this guy though. It's not being used. And there's 2 more arbiters. There's like another arbiter here. There's like a random arbiter here. It looks like Doty just completely forgot about those. But I mean, this is getting a pretty frantic game. Look, 103 supply for Protoss against 81 for Terran. Both of them getting very thin on the resources and the army count. Game actually, I don't know. There's like barely any units left in his main. He's gonna kind of clean it up here. Looks like Doty has found his arbiter, but he's got no units to recall. No, he does have some units. He's grouping up. Is it gonna be another recall on the 12 o'clock base? It looks like it might be. While one Zealot is still wailing away on this depot. No, looks like he's gonna back away. There are a decent number of siege tanks and Goliaths to stop a recall there. But this is like turning into kind of a low econ game at this point. It's kind of crazy. And could you just imagine if this Nexus had not survived that second drop? That would have been so much better for game. But as it stands, we are going to have another recall. Where is it going to go? If it goes on the mines, that could be huge. Recall! Oh! Taking 1 mine hit to the group. Doesn't take the second mine hit. Oh, nice storm on the tanks. 1 more storm. Does finish off those siege tanks. And looks like game is in a bit of trouble here. A lot of units in his main base. Vulture's getting taken down. Doty, trying to get him to say it. Type out, man. Type what? Oh, of course, we could not end this game with without a little bit of BM. A little bit of trash talk. It's been kind of tame though. I'm expecting more. I'm expecting some more from these guys. Storming the individual siege tank. Could probably have just stormed the ramp actually, that would have been better. So, looks like a wave of zealots coming out now for Doty. He's gonna go for another recall. There's a lot of Goliaths though. They might want to focus down the Arbiter. Focus down the Arbiter. Game. Focus it. Nico. Just kidding. Oh, Nico. No, never mind. Instead, Doty's just gonna run in here. Could you imagine if Doty loses now after having said that? Oh god, that would be pretty funny. But game is down to just one siege tank defending this base against a horde of zealots. Not gonna happen. Both players, incidentally, are at 1-1 in this game. Oh my god, Storm! Got like one SCV because SCVs have a stupid amount of hit points, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Anyways, looks like Doty's forgotten to mine gas here. Wow, Doty's actually just not really mining gas. He's got one gas here, no gas here, one on gas here, and a depleted one with all three guys. So that's why he's just making a ton of zealots right now. I mean, he does have the two fully mining bases against games kind of half mining 12 o'clock. Of course, he's made a natural basically dry. He needs to transfer some of these SCVs. And he is taking a hidden base now at the top left main. And these guys are clumping up again. He's going for another recall. No, looks like random probe guy gonna get taken out. Man, this game. What a game. Hey, look, it's like a dinosaur. Man, for some reason, I just like randomly thought of The Land Before Time when I saw this, like the dinosaur bones in the tar pit. Do you guys watch those? Land Before Time? Littlefoot? Yeah, those were the best. I wonder, wait, did they have any songs in them? Maybe I should sing like Land Before Time songs along with Disney songs. I didn't think they did have songs though, did they? There you know. I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about. Those are like really nice, sweet films. Anyways, so here's some vultures harassing the 9 o'clock. And boom. So game is actually now mining from the top left. He's at 97 supply against 136. Still at the supply deficit. Still kind of on the back foot. But he's now brought it up to even bases. Basically 2 mining bases for each player. Although I think Doty has a bit of a better saturation. And it looks like Doty has denied the probe that went over here to the bottom right. Let's take another base. Looks like some more vultures. Oh, I think they actually tried to run in and snipe the second probe that was coming. But didn't actually get there in time. They just ran back. Wait, what is going on here? Where the heck are these guys going? Were they like chasing that vulture? Just like chase that vulture through a minefield? So yay, it looks like people do actually know what I'm talking about. Alright, high five for Littlefoot. So Doty has got like pure zealot because he's not mining gas. Okay, no, it looks like he fixed it. Alright, looks like he fixed his gas, but look at his composition though. For a long time he just had no gas, just massing zealots. And looks like game's actually now securing this base. It's not so much a hidden base anymore, now it's just a regular base. And Doty is still trying to secure this base. One vulture gonna run in and just die. But we're actually just gonna see this game drawn out, although it looks like Doty now has a huge supply lead, 163 against 98, 104 now, basically like a 60 plus supply lead for Doty. And game doesn't even have very good upgrades. Like at this point in the game you'd think he'd have at least 2-2, but he's still at 1-1. And the Protoss is also at 1-1 and looks like he's getting ready for another recall here into the main base. I hope he doesn't lose a lot of zealots to these spider mines. No, look, very good job. Hold positioning all the rest of the zealots, just leading with one zealot to clear the spider mines so he doesn't clump all the units and take all the splash damage for a very good boot. So he did take a little bit there. And I'm just going to keep this guy selected. Oh, it looks like he is going to now move in. But look at this. Doty's been on either... Whoa, what? Ah, my up arrow key stuck. Sorry about that. My arrow keys occasionally get stuck. But Doty's been on, like, he was on 5 gateways for like the first 30 minutes, and then he added 2 gateways, and he's been on 7 gateways for the rest of the game. It just shows like how low econ this game has been. The game's just on like 4 factories now. Oh my god, don't recall there. Don't do it, it's a trap! This is like serious trap mode, do not recall there. Nico! What happened to the mine that was there? I don't even know. Oh god. Oh no, that's not good. Oh man. Oh, he's gonna walk into the minefield though. He's walking into the minefield! Oh no! Instead of recalling onto the minefield, he just walked into it. Looks like game wants to snipe those guys. Yep, gonna try and snipe the High Templars that have been doing so much damage in this game. He's gonna get 2 of them, very, very nice. And I don't think it matters though. But he's gonna be able to kill off the space. I mean, it's not mining, but it's still a base, kinda. And more importantly, he's look up the huge supply lead. He's at like a 70 supply advantage right now. Although he could lose that pretty quickly if he just suicides everything. Oh, he's bagging that one. Meanwhile, 2 more arbiters moving in, going for some more recalls. The rest of the army is going to start bunching up again. Although it looks like he's basically mined out at the 6 o'clock, so Doty's down to just the 9 o'clock mining, and it's getting precariously thin there. Although he is taking another base at the bottom right natural, and he's going to just try and end it with a recall. Looks like he just backed up a little bit. He doesn't have quite enough energy on this arbiter. He needs 10 more energy. He's got to be careful though. There's still some mines here. Recall! Oh, taking some mine hits. And still, it's like primarily zealots that are being recalled in, and this arbiter just needs 2 more energy, and he can do another recall. Is he gonna do it? He might do better to actually just recall the top left. Looks like game actually just made another command center. He's just making all his factories again at the top left. Can't really deal with all these recalls, so just gonna rebuild his main somewhere else. Like, okay, you can have that base, man. And this one's actually lined with turrets as well, so that's gonna be like a little bit more arbiter proof. Although, I mean, he's gonna have to rebuild like a lot of depots as well. It's like one SCV's freaking out. He's like, "Ah, get me out of here! There's Protoss in the base." Anyways, looks like Doty has finally gotten up another expansion. I'm gonna clear out this folder here. It's denying his bottom right base, and look at this game's already got another expansion. So, despite the bitter taste. Does Doty just not realize that there's some, like stuff at the top left? This is like the game I played a few hours ago, like when I was just messing around on ladder. I just randomly send an observer to another corner of the map, and there's like an entire Terran base there. Look at this! Look at the observer coming in now. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! What is this? What is this?" Now, so Doty still has like a 70 supply advantage, but game has 3 mining bases against Doty's 2. And he's like rebuilt all his buildings. So if he just starts making stuff, he's not completely dead. Still in a little bit of danger. A little bit of danger zone, danger town. He's also going to be in supply stuck town pretty quick. He's at 94 now because he's lost all his depots, and oh, looks like we have another recall going in. Recall! Oh! Storm. Nice storm on the departing SCVs. That was a huge mine, but that is the end of game's 12 o'clock base. So Doty taking him back down to 2 base against 2, and I think, yeah. Wow, look at this game has like no SCV saturation, so it's gonna be really hard for him to rebuild so much. He's now gotta rebuild all his depots, and that's just not gonna be good. Meanwhile, Doty is getting his bottom right man as well. So, I mean, game, despite a valiant effort, looks like he will get taken down by the PVT expert here. And that means we will get to see an ace match. I mean, I'm calling it perhaps a bit early, but... Wait, was that another recall? Oh, recall in the top side. I was like, where did that army just go? Looks like recall in the top. The turrets were not enough. There were no spider mines in the way either. Game is on his last legs here. He's got some more siege tanks at the back. Look at the siege tank like nicely walled in by the depots, while the Protoss just like kills everything else. Dude, this is like, this guy is like the Umbrella Corporation, and like all these guys are just like the random people who are gonna get turned into zombies. Umbrella guy just doesn't give a shit. He's like, okay, I got my depot wall, You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm safe. His little underground lair. Just blasting things with his siege tank cannon. What is that? Arc-like shot cannon. And oh, look at Doty. Look at Doty. He's so pleased with himself. Oh, looks like Umbrella guy died. And so I guess that Dragoon was what's her face? Mila Jovovich. I don't know. I don't actually know the character's name. It's the actress lady. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we have an Archon in the base. I don't really care. Game's dead. He's down to 54 supply against 153. Game, if you don't leave the game soon, I'm gonna make another horrible analogy. Oh, there we go. There's the GG. And Doty has evened up the score 3-3. NB from an 0-3 deficit has pulled it back and taken it to an ace match. Will we see another reverse sweep as we did in GT versus Reps? That was, of course, the first reverse sweep of Gambit's Cup. Are we going to see the second? Or will LRM be able to clinch it in the ace match? I don't even know who the players are, but I am pumped. So, oh man. I am so happy with this series. So good. So good. Alright, let me get the ace match. Alright, guys, start betting on who's playing. So I already said it would be either Cole or Pike for LRM, and then for NB I'm not really sure, but Mazur's like their PVZ guy, and it's almost 100% sure it's going to be a Zerg from LRM. So Mazur's a good bet, but they've got like so many good players recently that I'm not really sure. So it's probably like Cole. But actually, wait a minute, think about this. Cole's worst matchup is ZVP. So if LRM thinks they're going to get Mazur, they would rather play Pike than Cole. And to be honest, I think I'd rather see Pike versus Mazur rematch because their game in like last season's finals was so epic. By the way, if you guys haven't watched that, go on my YouTube channel and look for Gambit's Cup Season 1 finals. The game between Mazur and Pike. It's like an hour-long PVZ on Aztec. That's just ridiculous. You guys have to go watch it if you haven't already. So anyway, without further ado, I will reveal the players. Representing Team LRM is going to be the Polish Zerg Pike. And for Team NB, as predicted, the PVZ specialist, NB's Mazur. We are going to have a PVZ finale here to determine whether LRM will remain undefeated or will NB tie up this. Yeah, actually, wait, yeah, if NB wins, they're going to be tied in first place. Both teams will have a 6-1 record in the Gambit's Cup. And that would be quite interesting. So, here we go. Harem trolling it up. It's Harem's birthday, by the way, or it was yesterday. Well, I guess it depends where you live. It's still the 6th today. Happy birthday, Harem! Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Harem. Where's this game? Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ace match. Looks like it's going to be on Icarus, a PVZ between Pike and Mazur. Here we go. And in the 3 o'clock position as the white Zerg, we have LRM Pike. And In the 9 o'clock as the TL Protoss, we have NB Mazur. Cross map positions. I think that's pretty fair for both races. Not really sure though. Oh well. So let me just do the overlay. Alright. 3-3, the ace match. For anybody who's been following Gambit's Cup since Season 1, you know how epic this game could be. This is the rematch, the ace match rematch between Pike and Mazur. Oh my god. We have a pylon at the natural for Mazur. And Overlord Scout going to the 12 o'clock, not going to see anything there. Looks like we have a second Overlord being made. Is he going to make some more drones, or is he going to overpool? It's going to be a overpool. And ooh, did that Overlord see the probe? Well, now it's gonna see the probe. Wait, no, never mind, not yet. Yeah, it looks like they barely missed each other. It's like a bad romantic comedy film. And now they are certainly gonna see each other. So now they know where they spawned, their opponent spawned. And we do have a forge first from Mazur, playing it safe. Gonna be able to put a gateway on top to make a nice wall here, and just has to block this gap. It's a little bit wide, but 2 zealots on a probe will definitely do it. So the probes come in. Probe's coming in here. But it looks like, ooh, look at this hidden drone at the bottom, so he doesn't get his hatchery blocked. Very, very good. Although when you go for an overpool, getting your hatchery blocked isn't the end of the world. Because then you just make 6 lings and it's fine. Just gets delayed a little bit. But you see, when you get the hatchery down, your 6 lings aren't exactly on time because you don't have the money. Anyways, it is going to force Mazur to go cannon first. Yep, there we go. And man, I wish I was in better shape to cast this game. I'm like really excited, but at the same time, like really jet lagged. Alright. I gotta wake up. I gotta eat a grape. Let me eat a grape. That'll rejuvenate me. It's like my little bean thing from Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, whatever. What are those things called? They're beans that like give you all your HP back. They're kind of imbalanced. Anyway, so we have a third hatchery at the 12 o'clock. Senzu bean, thank you, Senzu bean. So I just ate a grape, aka Senzu bean. And it looks like we have a 2 Zergling block on the ramp. Is he doing something sneaky? Well, he doesn't have a gas yet, so we can't quite tell, but that's going to make Mazur a little bit concerned. I like this little Zergling spread at the front, by the way. It's quite cute. And oh, what is this? What is this? What in tarnations? This is a gateway and not a cybernetics core, and that is a completely mistimed transfer. Whoopsie daisies. Now, this Overlord's going to see that quite quickly, so I'm not really sure what he hopes to accomplish with this. Look, this Overlord's going to come over, he's going to be like, oh, you made a gateway. How droll. So he's just going to make like a few more lings and it'll be fine. He's getting a lair now. Still continuing to block this ramp with these lings. And well, I guess we'll see how good Mazur's harassment is. I mean, as we saw in his game against who did he play? Did he play against? Oh my God, who did he play? He played Dragon. He played Dragon. Yes, his harassment against Dragon was actually quite effective. So let's see if he can do the same here against Pike. So Looks like getting +1 as well, getting a Citadel. So yeah, just gonna skip right over that Stargate. And wait a minute, Pyke is okay. Now he does have some more links. He's gotta be a little bit careful though. I mean, look at this. He's sending all his links down, so that Zealot's gonna be able to come up here to the 12 o'clock and do some nice damage. I mean, this is the whole thing. It's. I mean, you gotta be able to split up the forces. It's coming down to the multitask here. Mazur is now sending a Zealot up to the 12 o'clock. He's gonna be able to micro these Zealots in the main base as well, getting one drone kill or perhaps run behind the mineral line. And that Zealot in the 12 o'clock is really gonna... See, the thing is, Mazur actually doesn't need to worry about it. Like, he doesn't need to micro the Zealot much, whereas Pyke actually needs to spend a lot more attention on the 12 to keep his drones and such alive. And look at this, one Zealot still running around in the main base. So it looks like he's going to go over and kill this drone as well. And some more Zerglings actually being made. Looks like Pyke is going to micro that guy around. Spire on the way, 4th and 5th hatch. So I mean, Pyke is trying to play a straight up game here, and Mazur is just not having it. He is just doing things his own way, and he does get the second drone there at the 12 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Zealot in the main base actually stayed alive here. This looks like Pyke actually just forgot about it. So this guy's actually just hiding on the side. 3 more Zealots are going in to the 12 o'clock base. I think as soon as they go in, these Zerglings might actually get pulled to the 12 o'clock, in which case this Zealot could actually come back and do some more damage. So a very interesting style here from Mazur, and yeah, he's going to force the drones off the line, off the 12 o'clock, and as I said, all the Zerglings are going out there, so this Zealot can actually go in here and start killing some more drones. I hope Mazur didn't forget about it. That poor Zealot has just been forsaken there in the enemy base, and that is still a lot of Zealots here. Even though there's a decent number of Zerglings, unless they get us around, they'll take a lot of casualties. And there the Zealot goes in. Now mutas are in production, but how much damage will the Zealots do before they get out? Oh my goodness, all the Zerglings getting taken down. The one Zealot in the main gonna get a second drone kill here. The mutas are out, but Pyke is taking so much damage. What is going on in the Protoss space? It looks like 2 Stargates is the follow-up, and Pyke just doesn't see the Zealot. He doesn't see the Zealot. Oh god. Oh my god, more Zealots doing more damage here. The one Zealot, is he going to get some more kills? Oh god, Pyke! Just kill it, man. It's a red health Zealot. Okay, looks like he finally kills the Zealot in his base. The mutas taking down the Zealots at the 12 o'clock, but Pyke is taking an insane amount of damage. One more Speedlot is going to... No, more Speedlots charging in to the natural base of Pyke. Insane harassment and multitasking from Mazur, but is it going to be enough? It looks like Pyke is finally beginning to stabilize. The stream of Zealots is dwindling. The mutas and Lings are helping out. Where did the mutas go? Oh, it looks like the mutas came back to the main, but see, these Zealots are still buying precious time for Mazur to get his Corsair count up from these 2 Stargates. So getting some cannons in the mineral line as well. And I think these Zealots have been well worth it. Look at this, so few drones in the main base. Zealots continuing to do damage here at the natural. Oh my god, the drone count is just so low for Pyke. He is not in good shape here. Could Mazur in the ace match finalize the 4-3 reverse sweep? Oh man, that would be crazy. LRM getting reverse 4-0 for 4, what is it? Reverse 4-0, reverse 4-3. I don't even know what to call it. And yeah, the muta's going in, but nothing they can do. A cannon and 4 Corsairs there. And Mazur's completely safe. Although if we look at the supply count, it's actually surprisingly close. 51 supply against the... Well, no, not that close. 63 for Mazur. And... looks like some Scourge being made. No +1 carapace, and a decent drone count. Looks like he remade a round of drones. He's got a decent drone count and made his natural third. Also starting to pick up once again. But I don't know, has the damage been done? There's not that many ground forces actually left for Mazur. Now he's got the two Stargate Corsairs, but like no ground army left. So he's just gonna run out with 4 more Speedlots. I don't think that's the best idea. There's a lot of Lings running around. Are they patrolling? What's going on here? They're just like running all over the place. I don't know, it looks like he just sent out a bunch of Lings to go scout. And he's going to see these Zealots moving across the map, the Corsairs coming along with them. No +1 air weapons just yet. It looks like, oh, it's only just now started actually. So it's a little bit of a ways off. But he's going to be able to do some damage. And there's actually not that many Hydras on the ground. Looks like Pyke's actually going to fight it from the air. I don't know if that's a good idea. The Scourge are moving in. Actually, the Mute is tanking a lot of the damage here. Is it going to be enough? No. It is not going to be enough. A Spore Colony finishing, but it is not in time. And there's a DT there just waiting to run in here. Pike could be in a lot of trouble. The Mutas have all gone down. He needs to take down the DT. The DT is... Oh, it's still being spotted, but no, never mind. More Overlords being made, but it doesn't matter. They're all getting taken down. This DT is just waiting for his chance to move into the main base. What is there in the main base? There is a single Overlord there, but here we go. Oh, Overlord getting taken down. Oh, the DT. The DT can't be stopped. He can't be stopped, and look at this, he's two-shotting the Hydras because he does have the +1 attack upgrade. It's 43 of 37 supply for Pike. He cannot make anything else. More DTs coming in here, but... Wait, how did that die? Oh, the Spore Colony finished. Lol. Corsairs looks like they took down the Overlord. No, they didn't take down the Overlord in the main. Just tickled it a little bit. Teased it. And Mazor is getting ready to take the bottom left expansion as his third. Spore Colony's up everywhere, but I mean, Pike's at 41 of 29 supply against a 74 supply of Mazor. Mazor almost doubled the supply of his opponent. Pike can send a drone out here to the 12 o'clock. I mean, if you can't make units, you might as well make bases. And it looks like we have a robotics now going up, and one Zergling. Oh, trying to snipe the probe. Doesn't quite get it. Looks like there's some fancy micro going on. But in the end, the Zealot was triumphant. So we're going a little bit high on the money now, but he's going to make a Nexus and a few more cannons, so he'll be just fine on the macro. It looks like some lurkers are coming out. The Robo is going to be a little bit slow, but wait, still no Overlord speed. Oh my goodness, really, really late Overlord speed. I mean, I did say this before, but when you go for Mutas, man, you generally don't get very fast Overlord speed, and that is really hurting Pike right now. Oh god. Constant supply block, and this is just like super annoying in addition to being damaging. Oh, looks like two random lurkers running in here, but what do they actually hope to do? Like, a two lurker contain? Really? I mean, come on now. Come on, honestly. Is he really gonna find this Overlord as well? Imba! Imba Corsairs are Imba. I don't know how he saw that. He must have, like, moved in to spot something. Anyway, he's making a shuttle now. And Pike is taking his fourth base with still negative supply. Oh, it looks like he finally went positive again. I feel like I'm like checking someone's tax or like credit rating. It's like, oh, you know, when he is in like green supply, he's got a good credit score. And then when he goes in red, it's like he's not paid his bills or something like that. I don't actually know how credit thing works. I'm just like making shit up right now. Like, I have a credit card, I just don't use it. I just like pay for stuff with money instead of using credit. So I actually don't really know how that stuff works, but I don't know. I just like making analogies. Analogies are fun. Anyways, the third base is up, and by up I mean it's got no probes, but that's cool. If this lurker kills that forge, the two lurker random attack that I said was kind of dumb would actually have been completely worth it. Nope, looks like the observer's out. Wow, that's actually really close though, look at that. Barely saving that forge. And, oh, look at this, we have a 3 Zealot drop at the 12, 1 High Templar getting ready to storm some dronies. And, oh, he's going to bring 2 DTs as well. Oh man, there's only one Overlord here. Those 2 DTs are going to seal the deal. Yeah. Oh, yep, there we go. And he's gonna storm the back. I think he actually should have brought 1 Zealot though. He's gonna kill the 12 o'clock. He needs to go storm the back. Storm! No, don't transfer back! No! No, Pike, why did you do that? Oh my god, Pike, why did you do that? Why? Pike, why did you do that? Why did you transfer back? Why did you transfer back? There's a Templar there. It's not safe. It's not safe. Oh man, and I was just gonna pick him up and run away. What a coward. So, Mazur's now moving out with a bunch of dudes. He still hasn't transferred probes though, even though there's no lurkers anymore. I wonder if he's just scared that there's like 2 lurkers on the bridge, which would be really smart actually, to leave 2 lurkers there to kill the probes. Maybe they did already. Maybe I missed it. I hope not. Anyway, it looks like... Oh, the drop is now going into the main base. And... Scorchy! Oh, getting taken down. Oh man, I'm pretty sure there's at least one more storm on that Templar. And that is going to be really scary. Is this Sunken? No, Sunken doesn't do anything. Oh my god, that is a lot of drones. Oh god. Oh god, that is many drones. Storm! Run! Run! Run, drones! Drop! Storm! Oh man, 23 kill Templar. Oh, no economy for you. Poor Pike. Poor Pike. He's down to 3 bases. He's got like no drones. Look at this, Mazor doesn't even need to rally his gateways. He's just like doing it old school. He's playing with like that handicap from TL Arena. Isn't there a handicap that's like no rally points allowed? He's decided to handicap himself because he's like so far ahead. It's like, let's make this game interesting. Oh, it looks like he found all his units. I mean, he's at 155 supply against 76. Things are not looking up for the LRM Zerg. And it's moving out now. What defenses are there? Looks like some nice Sunken Lurker Spore defense at both bases, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to break. There are a lot of Dragoons though. There's actually a ton of Dragoons. So perhaps it'll be good. And actually 3-0 is done already, whereas there's only 1 carapace for Pike, so that's also going to help quite a bit. I wonder if he's going to get D-Web again, that'd be cool. D-Web? Webby? Webby? No, he's just going to attack. And is he just going to go for it this time? Now, in his game against Dragon, he played very, very cautiously and didn't go for it. Looks like some random lurkers on the top. Looks like one of the observers goes down. There's one more damaged observer left. Looks like, oh, just gonna send the Dragoons to snipe the Spore Colony so the Observer can actually just go in unmolested. Pike now sending in some Lings from the back to help out. And Mazor is just gonna pull back here. Nope, is he gonna pull back? No, he's gonna go in? Which way? Where are you gonna go, man? There's only 1 High Templar left. Oh, he's got 3 Storms. No, 2 High Templars. It's like 4 Storms between them, almost 5. So, yeah, he's actually in good shape. And he's moving in. Moving into the natural, a lot of Dragoons supporting. He's like massing pure Dragoons at this point. 175, almost 100 supply lead for Mazor right now. He's busting in the natural. There's a lot of Overlords, but no units to supply. Oh god, the Lurkers are not even burrowed. In their panic, they have unburrowed themselves from their holes. And Mazor, he's breaking through the mass Dragoons. There's Hydrogen Lurkers in the back, but that's just way too many goons. Nice storm on the clumped Lurkers as well. And yeah, that is going to be that. Pike is trying to hold on here. He knows it's the ace match. He doesn't want to lose it. There's not much he can do. Mazor taking yet another base here at the 6 o'clock natural. Continuing to attack here. I mean, he has been whittled down quite a bit. He's got no High Templar left. It's only Dragoons. If Pike can just run in with a bunch of Speedlings or Cracklings, it will be quite effective. And oh, looks like the last Observer actually does go down, so nothing left to spot these Lurkers. So Mazor is going to have to pull back with these Dragoons a little bit at least, or at least halt his advance. It's like a probe and Ling. Not going to see each other here. But yeah, Mazor has 100 supply lead right now. It's 150, well, actually over 159 against just 55 supply for Pike. He's desperately holding on. He's going to lose his natural expansion. He's just building mass Sunkens right now. Doesn't even matter. Dragoons can just range everything. And there come the units from behind. Still no Observer though with this army. Where's the Observer? Wait, why is he... Okay, there's finally an Observer coming along. But the 6 o'clock base is up. There's nothing that Pike can do about that. Looks like, is he getting ready for a drop? Nope, just clearing the area so he can take the 12 o'clock as his own. So, yeah. Pike man. It's alright, it's not your fault. We forgive you. He won... Wait, did Pike win the first game? Wait, who did he play the first time? I don't even remember. Pike played... somebody... Anyways, looks like the Observer gets taken down once again, but there's actually no lurkers here, so it doesn't even matter. Nice storm on the Lings, a nice second storm, only a couple of Sunkens left, some more Lings popping from the eggs. GG from Pike, and Mazur takes the ace match. NB reverse sweeps LRM, coming back from an 0-3 deficit to win 4-3 against the undefeated team, or should I say formerly undefeated team. This victory over LRM will put both of these teams at 6-1 overall record in Gambit's Cup, which means they are tied for first place. And Ifu and GT, though, are right behind them with, I believe, 5-2 records.